following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
By tomorrow, I will rule the world!
You think he's gone? He's not gone. That's the whole point. He's never gone.
Is this some radical new therapy?
You see?
Well, I must have not been paying attention.
Yeah, but these two are still going. Never put two Italians in a room together.
Why not?
Because they'll sit for an hour and talk about how Italian they are.
I mean, they were
They're
discussing
over-Italian.
the
They're
food.
over-Italian each other. Thank you, Jana Zanni Pesci. Pesh. Another Italian. I never hear like Swedish people going, hey, I'm Swedish. You know how Swedish I am? I'm Swedish.
Dominicans would do that.
Dominicans do that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we're proud.
Y'all
We have
talk
to be
about how
proud.
Dominican you are?
Yes, we do.
I don't know. I hang out with a lot of Dominicans. I don't hear that.
Because we don't really speak a lot of Spanish. You don't have a lot of English, sorry. You don't have a lot of friends.
Oh,
that
I
speak-
see. So you guys do it in Spanish.
Yeah. Oh,
Because you know we don't want to hear it,
we
right?
say where we're from, and we're proud about our
Maybe we can get the
baseball.
Italians to do that in Italian so we don't have to hear that either.
We have guests today, everyone. Welcome in, like,
We
share.
have two great guests today.
I'm excited to see him, but I know he's gonna
And he
make fun
brought
of
us
me.
food.
Yes.
Be careful zooming out. You're going to get all my food. I'm eating on the show today. It's our Thanksgiving special.
I'm so glad they let us do that here.
Right?
You asked?
No, I just did it. Seriously. No, here's the key to that. You tell them, hey, I'm bringing you food. And what did I say? As soon as he walked in with the food, what did I say? Go get Nick and tell him his lunch is here.
Yeah.
So they come in and they eat, and then nobody can complain that you're bringing food into the studio.
You're good at this people
I am
business.
very good at this.
Wow. Talk about psychology.
I just lost all of my sponsors.
Ooh, David.
Maybe not. Maybe I'll head there. All right.
Oh, I thought you were meaning like for real.
No, I did, and then I found it.
No, like you lost them, like they're not with you anymore. That's what I thought.
No, I lost the screen.
I was gonna say people got away with it.
No, that's never going to happen. My sponsors are very loyal. They love me.
Awesome.
I told you the guy from E-Keys for Cars was like 4 years ago. He was like, hey, I really wanted to drop my advertising because E-Keys for Cars, I don't need it. Baba Buzz coming up. I want Baba Buzz out of Billy.
He did it.
All
Oh my God, the
right.
first guest to get it right.
And he calls me and he goes, I keep
Because
getting
he's Italian, he gets
over
it.
here. He's Italian. So the guy from E-Keys calls me. He goes, hey, I keep getting these letters from people calling you a Nazi and a fascist. Keep up the good work. I want to keep my advertising in the paper.
Let me put the guys on the screen so they can see these handsome men that we have with
These
us
degenerates. These degenerate Italians.
I'm just putting it there so I can take a bite out of this.
Billy's cutlet.
Yeah.
Billy Cutlet.
I'm more Irish
You ready
than
to
I'm
roll?
Italian. Really? He's more Irish?
I'm more
See, you
Irish.
never hear Irish talking about how Irish we are.
So
We overlook that.
Really? Yeah, well, I mean,
You guys have great beer. You're good
it's
boxers.
about it. Beer. And I'm not a beer
Boxing.
drinker, so that's about it. Redheads. We get a lot of redheads.
Boxing.
Irish
They're
boxing?
fighters. They're good fighters.
All right.
Irish people are very loyal.
They are.
Very loyal, right?
yes.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Hi, how you guys doing? My name's Tom Duggan here at the Paying Attention Podcast. High atop the Golden Seal Apothecary here at the NCAM Studios right across the street. By the way, on Main Street, North Andover, right across the street from the plush and luxurious Valley Patriot offices here at, we're at 70 Main Street. My office is at 75 Main Street. And we want to thank Intern Girl. We missed her anniversary. Was in October, so we're going to make it up a little bit for her today. And I also have a couple of guests today, but I want to thank our sponsors first. Century 21 McLennan Real Estate, the Zanni Pesci Law Office in Methuen, On the Go Notary, Marsan and Son Construction, EIS Investigation and Gun Training. We might have some news about them in a couple weeks. Tomo and Shaken Seafood, Clear Path for Veterans New England, AFC Urgent Care, Pleasant Valley Landscaping Contractors. I thought he was trying to stick it in my mouth. Prime Insurance, the Doug Mercurio Law Office, and I said On the Go Notary. Also a free shout-out to, who are our free shout-outs today?
JG's.
JG's Ice Cream, because those guys are rock. The Jafrida brothers are great for the community. And Paul Lambert from Lambert and Randone, who, I mean, the guy spends so much money with the Valley Patriot that he doesn't even sponsor the show, but we have to give him a free shout-out every week because he's been one of my most loyal advertisers. And I'll give one more, J&W Shoes right here on Main Street, North Andover. Sam the Shoe Guy has been with the Valley Patriot since 2004. We're getting ready to celebrate our 22nd anniversary in March for the Bash. And Sam the Shoe Guy has been with us since 2004, the very first year of the Valley Patriot. So a free shout out to him. We got a bunch of things to get to. I've got.
Before you get started, can you share the live on your Facebook, please?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Know what? Because I have it ready to go, but I didn't actually do it. Right.
You go to the Valley Patriot page.
And everybody else should be also sharing the podcast onto their page. Of course, now I'm frozen, right? Because now my browser is completely frozen.
That's all right.
See, this is how
improvise.
Unbelievable.
We have a bell in here today.
Yeah, we got Dave in Consoli from Pleasant Valley Landscaping Contractors. And we also have Billy Griffith is with us. So let's just get right into this. So, you guys know that I've been under attack in Methuen from the Perv Brigade, from the school Nazis who want to push pornography in the classroom. And anybody that's against that is a fascist Nazi book banner, even though I'm the guy that rewrote the state's public records law. I've gone to jail for my First Amendment right, and yours, by the way. I have at least 11 or 12 lawsuits, First Amendment lawsuits that I've won, that have been filed against me, 5 that I've filed against others, and yet I'm the Nazi book banner. I'm the right-wing crazy. I'm the guy that's for stopping the First Amendment because these people want to push porn on kids, and they hate the fact that after years of doing this and getting away with it, Tom Duggan called them out. So now I'm the bad guy. But we're going to get to that in a few minutes. In the studio with me, as I said, is Pleasant Valley Landscaping Contractors, Dave Consoli, who's going to be with us for the whole show. But to his right, if you're looking at the screen, our new buddy, Billy Griffith.
Griffin.
I always say Griffith for some reason. I don't know why
they teased me about that when I was a kid.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Call me Andy Griffith.
Fair enough. Is with us, and he's from I don't know if you live anywhere near the Haverhill area. You've got to know that the biggest phenom, the biggest buzz in the community is the new Brando's that has opened, that has kind of reopened, right? And Billy is the guy. He is the guy. And he even brought us food today, and I'm surprised you guys don't have any in front of you because I'm eating through the whole show. I really couldn't care less.
Yeah, I'm here. I can show my food.
Yeah, show your food, intern girl.
I already ate.
Intern girl, who I'm supposed to convince you not to call yourself intern girl because she's eating the Brando's. Isn't it great? Yeah,
last night he was like, don't call her anything but intern girl.
Yeah.
He gets mad at me because I call her by her first name.
Right, and because Nancy does the same thing. She calls her, but she doesn't even call her Carlotta. She calls her Carla. I've never heard anybody call her. It's like, you know what, her name is intern girl. Call her intern girl. That's what she likes. She likes intern girl. So Billy is with us. He's from Brando's. He brought us some food for Thanksgiving because, quite frankly, you can't do a Thanksgiving show without really great food. And I like turkey. Turkey's okay, but I would certainly rather have Brando's. So Billy is with us. Now, Billy, Brando's is an institution. It's a historical institution in Haverhill. And for those who are not from Haverhill or in Haverhill that don't really know much about it, tell people a little bit about the history of Brando's.
Well, the backstory is the first one was at the bridge in South Lawrence, right next to the canal. Brando's, owned by Dick Brandolini. God rest his soul. Yep. Was a good friend of mine in the 80s and the 90s. And then he opened another store in Haverhill. And then he gave me an opportunity in 2000, told me I could go open a store. Didn't charge me any franchise fees or anything. Just a really, really great guy. Had a big following. So, and then, fast forward all these years after the Brandos were all gone, I developed a relationship over these past 8 years with his nephew, with his grandson, Scott Brandolini. And Scott owned Hard Body Meals in Haverhill and was selling off his brand. And we decided to get together and take the space and re-outfit it. And we put a cutlet shop in there, and we're murdering it.
Listen, I watched a video the other day of you. I think it was a Monday afternoon. Was it Monday?
Yeah.
That video, and you were slammed. Like, there are places in the Merrimack Valley that would kill for that kind of business.
Yeah.
Is it the name that's bringing them in? I mean, I look at the quality of the food; it's unbelievable. Is it what is it? Is it the buzz? Is it the brand?
It's a little bit. It's a little bit of everything. It's the backstory. It's the fact that Scott and I know so many people over the years because of the restaurant business. See, Scott was the executive chef for the Sea Glass. He's also the executive chef right now for the Merrimack Country Club.
Okay.
And Methuen.
So this guy knows his food.
He knows his food.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the facilitator. He's the kitchen brains.
You're the one out there going, you're gonna have a chicken cutlet, right?
I'm the how you doing guy. you know, so when we're slammed, I get out of everybody's way in the kitchen. I go sit in the dining room and I talk to the customers, and they love it.
So I thought it was a lot of fun when I got here because David Consoli's been a supporter of the show and the paper for a while, and of course he's Italian, so we always talked about how Italian he is. And so as he's talking about how Italian he is, you start talking about how Italian you are, and the two of you guys hit it off right out of the gate. And I should have known better. I should have known right out of the gate.
He actually taught me something.
Really? What did he teach
because
you?
we were talking about how he makes his sauce. So I cheat a little bit and put a little bit of sugar to get some sweet. And he was telling me how he reduces it down, right? The two different tomatoes. So I learned. So I'm gonna try that.
Any tomato you put in the pot, if you just let it simmer, it'll sweeten
Could it be
itself.
that I'm impatient, my friend?
It could be.
No, what did you say? You put this tomato in and you let it what?
Well, we got we have big kettles, and we put whole peel tomatoes. We use San Marzano tomatoes.
The best.
And I mean, listen, we're not reinventing the wheel here.
Right.
We just cook it down. And I'm not talking about a 3-day cook, but we cook it for a few hours, and the longer when you see the bubbles on top, we call it burping.
Okay.
The sauce is burping.
Yeah.
And basically, that's the acid coming out.
Right. So you don't have to put any sugar in it.
No sugar.
Yeah, no sugar.
No sugar. My wife puts sugar in the sauce at home, but
That's what I do.
Now, how do you prefer it? You put with the sauce or without the? I mean, with the sugar or without the sugar?
100% without the sugar.
Yeah, me too.
It was good. It was very sweet.
Oh, it's excellent.
Yeah, it was really good.
Thank you.
Excellent. So you opened up a location in Haverhill. Things are going gangbusters. You're doing great. You're coming on board with the Valley Patriot. We're going to sign you up for as many years as we can possibly get you in. And by the way, we appreciate you picking up the phone. No question about it. We might even put you. I had a conversation with my editors very early this morning because I haven't been to bed yet about putting you on the front page of the Valley Patriot next month because what you're doing. I don't think most people understand. Most business people don't understand when you have an anchor business in a community, how that overflows, how that economically overflows for other businesses in that area. People who are coming from other areas, other neighborhoods, through your neighborhoods to get to you are going to stop and get their milk. They're going to stop and get coffee. They're going to go through Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. They're going to go through Wendy's drive-through, whatever. And so you're helping the local economy. And everyone I talk to, Lawrence, Methuen, North Andover, doesn't matter where, Drake it. I was talking to two guys from Drake it yesterday. I'm like, hey, have you tried the new Brandos yet? And honestly, I have to lie. Oh, yeah, it was great. But I hadn't tried it until today. It's awesome. It's great.
Thank you. Yeah, you got to come in and sit down and we had some painters come in and do some, did a big painting of Marlon Brando on the wall.
Oh, nice.
We did another big painting of...
Is Marlon Brando holding a Valley Patriot?
He's, what do you call it there? We got one of Lucky Luciano on the wall, hand-painted.
Brando was Italian?
Brando?
Mingia.
Yeah.
Brando?
He was the
If it ends in an O or an A, it's Italian.
Yeah, he was
I
very
don't know if he was
Italian.
acting, but,
So, no, he was... certainly very Italian.
Yeah, if it ends in an O or an A, it's Italian.
Did you guys hear about him though afterwards? Anyways, keep going.
I just want to show you. My son is into all the AI and all that stuff. Let's see if he sent it to me. Yeah.
While he's looking for that, why don't we show the video that we got? Because one of the things he's doing is brilliant marketing. While he's just give him a chance to look here. One of the brilliant marketing tools that he's doing is he's just showing the food, right? So if you have a food place, this works, especially if your food is good. If your food's not good, you need all kinds of gimmicks and flashy stuff and everything. But when the food is this good, watch this. We have that intern girl.
Yeah, hold on.
She's the best. I can't believe we missed her anniversary.
I told you. I reminded you. Like 1,000
No, but I mean on the air. We missed it on the air.
Missed you at the comedy show.
Something.
Oh. No, I knew I was gonna get that.
There he is, being.
Oh wow, look at that,
I don't know if you
Billy.
can zoom in on that, but holy good God!
Billy, everybody, that's huge.
That's our large sandwich.
Look at how beautiful.
That's one sandwich.
One
That's
sandwich.
large. That's probably enough
that,
to feed
buddy?
almost all of them.
That's
Right
chicken
here,
parm.
Brando.
Just under
Check us out.
$25.
Open 7 days a week.
You can feed them
612 Broadway, Haverhill, Mass. 978-891-7466. Brando, how you doing?
But you know what? Honestly, I don't know that I could do any better than that. Like I watch that and I go, what can I do for this guy? Right? Like I'm happy to have your money. Honest to God, we'll promote the crap out of you. But I watch that and I go, what does he need me for? Like he's almost putting me out of a job before we start.
There's no way one person eats all that.
I could eat all that.
No, we got all kinds.
I'm fat. I could eat all that.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I could. I could eat
So
all
many
that.
people come into the store and say, we've just watched so many of it because we try to put out videos every day. And, I'm more Irish than I am Italian.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But
you admit that out loud?
I do. And we
David's
but we
crying.
poke fun at the whole thing. Like I said, when you come in and you see Lucky Luciano on the wall and Brando, and if you read our menu, all our menus are, we got sandwiches called the Forget About It. We got sandwiches called the How You Doing. We got just all kinds of stuff that we took all the Minga, and this is Minga Valley, and it's if you look on the back of my shirt, it says "Leave the gun, take the cannoli."
Yeah,
I want one that says "Take the gun, leave the cannoli." That's
Yeah,
the one I want.
I'm gonna have one specially made for you, and you probably can't really see it, but this is a picture of Brando.
Oh, yes,
that's on
in
the
The
wall,
Godfather.
and my son was playing with it with the AI.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
That's he made it live. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's when his daughter was getting married, right? That's the scene.
Yes,
I love
Yeah.
that. That's my
So-
favorite movie, the trilogy.
but it's fun. We're having fun with it. We're not taking ourselves too serious. We're just, again, we didn't reinvent the wheel here. We're just making good food, and our food wouldn't be nothing without Tripoli bread. It has to be Tripoli Bakery. It's Tripoli bread.
I don't know they had it with sesame seeds on it.
They don't. They make that special for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
See that? That's when you're Billy Griffin.
Yeah.
That's the kind of stuff you get, right?
Yeah.
When you walk in and go, "This is what I want," and they go, "We don't normally do that," but for you, we'll do that.
Well,
right?
I made them an offer they couldn't refuse.
That's a good one.
They make good cookies.
So what are your most popular things that you're selling now? Obviously, it's got to be subs because the subs I've already had the chicken and the fugazi.
And we don't call them subs. You're not allowed to call them subs.
Call them subs. What do you call them?
We call them
Grinders?
sandwich.
Sandwich. Oh,
It
sandwich.
says it right on our menu,
Okay,
sandwich.
all right, okay.
Sandwich. Sandwich.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
I don't know who Jay
Very
Boogie
good.
is, but she's one of our regulars, or he's one of our
That's
regulars.
Hold on.
But
Any
but she
pizza?
says your food is great.
No pizza.
No pizza.
And
No
they'll
pizza.
never
Okay.
be pizza.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
When they say sometimes it's a
People are like, oh, we want Sicilian. No, not here.
no.
No, we have a small menu, and we try to be good at what we do.
The pizza's not even really Italian. Like,
No,
it's
I'm
really
just,
not.
I didn't know if it was a thing where people come in with kids. Kids are fussy, and they
Yeah.
have to have the pizza
Yep.
just for the kids.
Well,
Where
there's plenty of pizza shops in town.
Yeah. well, that's good.
We want to just stick to our main thing. Our biggest main seller is the chicken parm sub.
We have
It
to
is
post his menu on the Valley Patriot website.
100%.
Yeah, let's
100%.
do that.
And a link to.
Yeah, and the link.
Now, can people order online?
Not yet.
Okay, but
As
you're
a matter of
working on
fact,
that?
we had to turn off the phones on Friday night and Saturday night this week.
We'll have
for
to
about
watch
half
that
an hour.
video of how
That's
packed
when
you
you
were on
open?
a Monday.
No, a month ago. But this past weekend, it was so busy, I had to tell the girls to stop answering the phones until we get caught up.
So if that's the case, right, then maybe you should open up another brand. Like I live in North Andover. And
One right
driving-
next to you, right? So you don't have to go far?
Main Street,
I
North
agree.
Andover would be perfect.
Take over the one that's
Right? Like, yeah, the one across the street, since they got new ownership, they're not that great. Buy them out
They're
and
not
just put a
Italian.
Brando's there.
Yeah.
They're not
Well,
Italian.
So, as a businessman, I'm listening to this. Have you ever considered what your price point is? If the demand outpaces your supply and you have to turn off the phone, have you given consideration to up your prices?
no. I mean, listen, I want to
See, that's a Valley Patriot guy right there.
I want to give them the quality
That's
food.
that's
for
the
for the quality.
basics of business. That's why I'm asking
no.
because
I haven't
we
got up on
struggled.
my-
We struggled when COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
The demand for our products and services went through the roof, and that was one of the things that we struggled with.
you
Is
zoom
how
in
do
on them?
how do you keep up
you
the
zoom in?
demand? Keep up with the demand. You try to raise prices a little to cover
Mm-hmm.
your overhead. But I wanted to get your thoughts on how do you feel about you want to deliver value to your customers.
I sell chicken. I mean, 90% of my menu is chicken parm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And whether it goes up $1 a pound or whether I mean, if prices go up, then obviously we have to adjust. But right now, I mean, we're on a good footing, and we'll see what happens in the future. But
That's a good problem to have if the demand is that high. You look at a second location or
we 100% plan on opening.
I'm giving
more.
you a chance to eat while I talk.
So, no, we're
coming down with something.
Stuffing his face here.
We're talking about more locations, but not right now. We want to perfect the one we got right now.
Well, we need you in North Andover.
We're coming to North Andover.
I was really stoked on the. Oh, you are coming to North Andover?
I am. I'm already looking at a spot here.
Okay,
but
all right.
We're just too
you can't
young.
say anything yet.
We're just too young with this one right now. I got to fine tune it, and we're still. We've been open for a month. We're still getting the bugs out. So, and we're trying. And social media has been wonderful to us. So.
Oh, I'm watching your videos and I'm loving it. And
we want to just stay on that track.
And I don't want to talk myself out of advertising dollars, but I'm watching your videos going, and I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not just saying it. Like, I'm watching those going, what more can we do for this guy? We'll put him in the paper. We'll share him. I guess, like, maybe we'll share him when there's a shooting or there's big news and people are refreshing my page all the time. But other than that, it seems like you're already doing everything you need to do. Like, as a business guy, you're doing everything you need to do. How long have you been open now? A few months?
No, we've all 1 month.
A month. Oh, so you only been open a month.
Last Thursday was a month.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
So when we were talking at TMF, which most people don't know you're a supporter of TMF, which is how we ended up originally meeting. When we were talking to TMF a few months ago, you weren't even open yet.
No, just building it.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you've been open the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
We're going to be there probably a few times on Thursdays, right, after the show?
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
I'll bring an intern girl. Yeah. We'll announce that we're bringing intern girl. She'll be a draw. People will come in just to see her.
Oh, please.
Well, show them how hot you look today. Just show them how hot you look today. Look at this. Just look at this. Stand up. Show people how hot you are. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we need a sponsor for the intern girl.
Where's the defibrillator in the building?
Yeah, right. It's a good way to go. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't be complaining. Oh my goodness. So what you're an Italian guy. You're half Italian over there. What is your favorite? Like when you go to lunch, what do you make? When you're at work, you take a lunch. You make something for yourself. What do you
Today,
make?
this morning, because we do a sandwich called a Cardinal, and it's shaved prime rib.
Yeah.
On that seeded roll.
The seeded roll's great.
With melted provolone cheese on the bread first toasted. Then we put the prime rib on. But we take the prime rib shaved and we put it in an au jus to warm it up.
What? In a what?
Au jus.
Au jus. Oh, like the sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
And then we put sweet red roasted peppers on top of that, caramelized onions. And then we serve it with it's almost like a Italian French dip.
Right. I told you to bring your appetite, didn't I? Yeah. Didn't I tell you to bring your appetite today?
I just lost 30 pounds. I can't be friends with this guy.
Yeah.
I'm on Zip Bomb. I called my doctor this morning and told him to just cancel it. What's the point at this point? I'm going to be at Brando's every day now. Right?
Come on down.
What else is a top draw for you guys? Like what everything you do is special. There's no such thing as can I just get a cutlet sandwich, right? Like everything with you is like a specialty.
We do chicken. We do real veal. No pork in our store at all.
I have a pet peeve when I call a sub shop and they all fucking lie to you. They all lie to you. I go, is your veal real veal or is it like pound pork? No, Tom, it's real veal, and then you get it, and you can tell it's not real veal, and it's one of the problems I have with the place across the street. I'm not going there anymore because they said it was real veal and it's not. By the way, Amici's right around the corner. They got real veal. They're one of the few places in North Andover that when they say they got real veal, they've actually got real veal.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we got real veal.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And any day in the week you can come by, and I've got 4 guys in the back room. All they do is chicken cutlets.
Now, do you have plates, too? Do you have, like, macaroni plates or salads?
The only pasta we sell there is rigatoni and angel hair. We don't change it up. No linguine, no ziti, none of that. Rigatoni and angel hair. Okay. And so you can get a chicken parm, veal parm, eggplant parm, any of that chicken franzese we do, and the nice lemon butter wine sauce.
Nice.
We do. What else do we do?
Why don't we just kill the show and go to Brando's now?
I got a text message from someone saying, I love Dave's face. She doesn't know you like David. He's ruling over Brando's food, LOL.
Thank you. If she knew how old I was.
Yeah, this week's special, we got cheese tortellini Alfredo with lobster meat. So we call it
lobster meat?
Yeah, we call it the Ginzo mac and cheese,
And
lobster
what does that
mac
go
and
for?
Cheese. $30. But it's
what are you doing after the show, intern?
Are you going to be okay between looking at her and this food? I think you're going to have a cardiac issue here.
You know what to do if that happens. Just keep going.
All right.
Keep the show going.
Lightning
you continue
round.
hosting if I go down.
Done that before.
We have to stop. We're not gonna embarrass you. People to see you.
That's
like,
awesome.
Suffering.
That's right. No. If I have a stroke or a heart attack on the air, if I collapse on the air, you have to keep the cameras rolling, because the Tribune will screw up the story of my death, no question, because they can't get anything right. So we need to make sure that if I die, people know what really happened. You have to keep the cameras rolling.
And if I tase him with the taser, we'll just test it out.
I don't think that's the truth. I think he wants on video you giving him mouth to mouth. So
that's true.
So he could have proof. You know.
How does he know me so well?
Just clarify. You're pointing at her, not me.
Yeah.
Over there. How does he know me so well after only knowing me a couple of months?
Maybe he watches.
By the way, thank you for helping TMF. I saw a video this morning. Did you not know that they were recording that video? There was an interview with you where you were talking about TMF and helping TMF. By the way, those at home who may not know, TMF is the Movement Family. They're an organization of young kids that volunteer to feed the homeless in a pop-up dinner every Wednesday night, and then they go out 2 or 3 times a week, and they bring food and blankets and socks and things to the homeless in Lawrence, and always they're always under fire because politicians hate that they're doing stuff that the politicians aren't doing, and I saw a video. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yep.
But it didn't look like you knew that you were being videotaped, and you were talking about.
I didn't. I know what video you're talking about. See, I shoot videos for everything. I own a restaurant equipment company. That's my main business.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a guy that comes in and videos all my stuff for me. And one day we were just sitting, talking, having coffee in between videos, and he just let the camera run. And we were talking. He started peppering me with some questions. And
okay. About TMF.
Yeah. It was just about, because we do 50 meals every Wednesday.
Right.
At Common Ground in Haverhill. Okay. I cook them at my shop, not my sandwich.
Well, what is
shop.
Common Ground? Is that
It's a cafe in Haverhill for the homeless, and just people that and a lot of them are not even homeless. A lot of them are just flat broke, and they go there for services. And
we get that at TMF. A lot of people will say, that guy, I know where he lives. He has a place. I'm like, yeah, but there's probably no food in his cupboard, right? So even though we're there for the homeless, if someone's hungry, show up.
Yeah.
I mean, we obviously don't want people just using us as their grocery store, right? But if you're hungry, how do you say no to someone who's hungry, even if they've got a place, right?
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about Common Ground in Haverhill is if you go there, you can tell them, I have no food in my house, and they'll give you a food package.
Right. Oh, that's nice. Now, do you know Dee O'Neill from 411 Cares up there?
Yeah, she's my sister's best friend.
Is she really? Yeah. So we partner with her for our Valley Patriot Charity Bash every year.
Yep.
And we funnel some of the, if someone wants to make a donation for our scholarships, but they want a write-off, we have them write the check to her so they can get the write-off. Yep. Dave's getting all excited now.
No.
I said write-off, and Dave's all worked up. Did you see him doing this?
No, because she's touching the thermostat. It's freezing in here.
Oh, you're cold?
Yeah.
I told him to turn the air conditioner on so I could breathe. I love this weather, by the way. I opened my door downstairs, and the cold air hits my lungs, and it's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's so invigorating. It actually makes me want to go out and do stuff today rather than just hanging around the house and hanging around the office and napping, which is normally what I do.
First thing I do when I get home every night is go out on my deck in my hot tub.
Oh, you got a hot tub?
When it's freezing
now he's my
cold
best
outside.
Friend.
Yeah.
Now is the hot tub outside or inside?
Outside.
Ah, that's awesome.
So when it snows, you get the snow hitting.
I need a hot tub. I'm looking for a gym that has a hot tub. The future Mrs. Duggan, DeSantos is helping me look for a gym that has a hot tub.
The old YMCA used to have one.
The old YMCA. Oh, in Andover?
No, in Lawrence. The original one in this area.
No.
It used to have a hot tub. I don't know if you remember. But they used to
I
be
remember.
Closed down.
Yes. I do remember they had.
But you know why they closed down? Right?
No. People get sick?
Keep going.
Oh, my.
All right. I guess that's a story for off the air.
You didn't see Caddyshack?
Young man.
Oh.
I mean, we're talking years ago.
All right, I want an all-female gym with a hot tub. That's what I'm looking for, I guess. I need a gym that's got a hot tub and a treadmill. That's what I need.
Someone said the workout club in Salem has a hot tub.
Well, I need something closer, North Andover, Methuen.
But you gotta get in a car anyways, no?
Yeah, but Salem is now you're fighting 93 traffic or 213 traffic. I want Methuen.
You can go through the back.
No?
I could throw a treadmill out on my deck and you can just hop in the hot tub.
Well, you know what?
I mean, I'm working all the time anyway.
With that. I'd be okay with that for sure. So, Billy, what are your plans now? You have this really successful thing. You don't really have to market it that much. I'm sure that the buzz that I hear, especially among politicians and business owners, is huge. You said that this isn't even really your full business. Your real business is restaurant equipment.
It is. Yep.
So what else do you do? Because I understand you got a place up at the beach too. Don't you have like a bar up at the beach?
Not a bar, but we have another restaurant called Beach Bums.
Oh, right on the corner, right at the
Salisbury
center.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. So Beach Bums is you.
Yeah.
Oh, no kidding. Well, we're gonna have to get up there.
Yeah, I brought TMF down there on a Monday night, one night, all the kids.
Oh, right, I saw that.
We made them chicken fingers and French fries and fried dough and everything.
So we have our annual charity bash, and then in the summer we have what we call our secret summer bash, and that's usually for the people that help us volunteer. Because the people working the room can't enjoy the bash, right? The people selling raffle tickets and serving food. So we usually have what we call, we didn't do it this year, but we usually have what we call our secret summer bash. And we always have it at Salisbury Beach. And we always find like one business that we can use so that like we have the place for the night. So we used to have Splash. And then when Splash went under, I don't think we've done it since then. I think maybe we did one other after that. Whoever took over Splash, and then they crashed too. But I'd love to make Beach Bums just because the name Beach Bum is awesome, right?
Just come up, do it on a Saturday night when we get the fireworks, the live music outside.
That'd be awesome.
We'll set up some tents on the beach and put out some food.
That's great. Maybe we even get Debo and Kelly to come. That could be fun.
Oh, yeah, that would be great.
Because they're always up there for that.
Yeah.
Right?
I have a question.
Sure.
What do you have for desserts at your restaurant?
At Brando's?
Yes.
Limoncello cake.
Okay.
Shreddel. Cheesecake.
Okay.
Chocolate cake.
Okay.
Tiramisu.
Okay.
Fresh cannoli.
I heard cheesecake.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
heard
wanted
cheesecake,
to hear.
and I got
love
questions.
You're like, okay.
That's what I wanted to hear.
I heard cheesecake, and I got questions. Strawberry sauce or cherry sauce?
We sell it plain.
Plain?
Yeah.
With nothing on
With
it?
nothing on it. Yeah, we sell it plain. But I did talk to my wife the other night about doing strawberries.
Yeah, strawberries. It's got to be strawberry.
So yeah,
for sure.
I mean, if I had to choose myself, it would be strawberries over cherries.
Me too. You know who's got one of the best cheesecake desserts in the Merrimack Valley is Salvatore's restaurant. Yes. And I always forget because by the time I'm done eating 3 appetizers and 2 meals, because usually I hold court there, so I'm usually. Someone like you, right? Someone like you will come and we'll meet for an hour and a half to talk about business. Then you'll leave, and someone else like Dave will show up. Dave Id will show up, and then we'll meet for another hour and a half. So I just sit there and I just keep eating and eating, and then I'm getting ready to leave, and that's usually when they hit me with, "Would you like some dessert with that, Mr. Duggan?" I'm like, come on, two meals and 3 appetizers, and now you want? Okay, I'll take the cheesecake with the strawberry. Yeah. And that's usually on my way out the door.
No matter how full you are,
right,
you can eat that.
But he has cannolis, which is also great.
Yeah, I hate to kill you, Brent. I've never been really a fan of cannolis.
Yeah,
it's just too sweet for me. It's like too. It's too
we do them with
shame.
I can't eat them.
You can't eat them?
They used to call me that in high school.
Cannoli. Oh, because of your last name?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Really? I can't. But that's why you can't eat them. You can't. It's not cannoli's fault.
Because they look like an anatomical part of someone's body.
Oh, come on.
Oh my God.
I can't
Tom
eat them.
is eating.
Well, we do them with pistachio.
He's like, I don't know what
I'm trying to go a different route here.
I just can't bring myself to eat it.
Yeah, we do them with pistachio, or you can get them with chocolate chips or plain.
You didn't expect that, did you?
I did not.
Okay.
So maybe what I'll do is I'll order some cannolis, because my whole family that raised me is Italian. They're Cropper.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll grab some cannolis for Christmas.
There you go.
I'll come by and we'll do cannolis.
Yeah, we'll make them right up for you. Nice.
Chocolate chips on it, too.
For sure.
It's like a pistachio. I never had one.
Yeah.
That's pistachio.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. I thought you didn't have it.
No,
He tells people he doesn't have them, but
we got him.
He tells people that doesn't
No,
have them,
I've tasted the cream. I just can't eat the
can't
actual
eat that.
cannoli. Yeah, it's just.
Well, you know they sell cannoli chips, right?
Yes.
That you can just.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody brought that to my house. A bunch of buddies of mine came over to watch a football game.
Yeah.
And I had never seen that, and they brought it over.
Yeah.
And it was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Thanks for the invite this summer, Tom and I, to have a summer dinner or something.
Yeah, summer bash. That'd be fun.
Thanks a lot, David.
Yeah.
You see how he is?
Yeah, I know, right? He missed the bash, and he didn't invite us for a barbecue.
Yeah, but at least he called to say he was going to miss the bash.
I sent a message.
You sent nothing.
I
You
sent
said
a
nothing.
message.
So, Billy,
I found out halfway through the night when the future Mrs. Duggan told me you texted her and told her you weren't coming.
We were on the phone because she was going to pick me up, and I said I can't go because.
So, Billy, do you know what the
kids.
bash is? It's his charity event that he does at the end of every March. So I came on the show like 2 days before, and I made sure that I brought checks for the scholarships that I wanted to support. 411 Cares was one of them. And I knew I had to go. I had something to do in Florida just for a day or so. And my flight got delayed. I was in the airport till midnight. So I'm telling him I'm stuck. Right? And I've never heard the end of it.
No. We found out afterwards. You didn't tell us the same night because I was like, where's Dave? I was like, I was looking for you everywhere. And then Tom was like, I have no idea where he is. Tom is all drunk. And then.
Yeah, because he was drunk. You missed that text.
I drink one night a year. That's it. I'm on the wagon the rest of the time. I drink one night a year. I start drinking at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Bash starts at 7. By 9 o'clock when I'm giving my keynote speech, I'm killing it.
He's hammered.
I'm killing it.
He's hammered every time.
He was so drunk, you grabbed one of the girls' like cheeks. She's coming up to
Oh, yeah, Natalie Delano.
Yeah.
One of the scholarship girls
"Don't
come
touch
walking up
her."
to get her $10,000 check, and I went, wait, before you do that, I got to pinch your cheeks.
Yeah, it's a good
Because
time.
I was bombed out of my mind. So if you want to see Tom drunk, and by the way, this is the reason why I don't drink, because there are different kinds of drunks. There's the I love you man drunk, hate them. There's the angry drunk, hate them. And then there's the comedian drunk, and that's me. And so, and that's one of the reasons why I drink
I like
for the
to
best.
dance.
But you got to come this year. We got to have you there.
I heard last year at the end of the night you were sitting in a corner in a chair sucking your thumb.
I was,
Pretty
but there were
drunk.
2 women helping me.
I hear you.
All right, okay, very good.
All right.
So if you want to stay, you're welcome to stay. I want to get some stuff with Dave if you want.
Yeah,
if you need
know,
to
I
get
gotta
back to
actually
work,
get
that's
on the
fine.
road.
Okay, that's
Billy,
fine.
it was an
But thank
absolute
you.
pleasure meeting you, and
you're
I'm
the
gonna
best.
try
our new
that
mascot.
trick with the tomatoes.
That's all.
Can you tell us, like, where you're located, your phone number?
Come on down to Brando's in Haverhill, 612 Broadway, 978-891-7466. We're open 7 days a week. Sunday's the only day we close at 6. The rest of the week we close at 8 o'clock.
And where in Haverhill on Broadway is it? What are you next to? What are you
If
near?
you come off 495
97.
and 97, and you're going to go north on 97,
You
heading
take a
up
left.
towards- you take a left.
Okay.
You're going to pass the Ford dealership on your right-hand side.
Yeah, I know
Just
exactly
get
where
to
that
the
is.
bottom of the hill. There's a little plaza right there in the Dunkin' Donuts.
Nice. So you're right near D. O'Neill. D. O'Neill's right down the street from you.
Yep, she is. Yep.
Absolutely.
She was in my store the other night. As a matter of fact, I got an envelope with a check on my counterpart.
She's the best. She helps us with our Haverhill High School scholarship. She usually helps us pick the kid.
Yep.
And then she helps us raise money. So she's awesome. We
Yeah,
love
no,
411
she's
Cares.
Yeah.
Always give a free shout out to D. O'Neill anytime. I went to high school with her, by the way. We
Yeah.
went to the Vote together.
Yeah, she's my sister Penny's best friend.
That's awesome.
yeah.
I love to hear the people that I really like are networked in with other people I really like. That's really
All
awesome.
right, cool.
Yeah, we do a ton of stuff together over the course of the years.
That's great.
Billy, thank you so much. The food was
Yeah,
great.
thank you, Billy. It was
Good.
nice to meet you.
Anytime. I hope to see you guys come on down. You know?
Thank
For
you.
sure, for
I mean,
sure.
you're out to eat enough.
Yeah, I
if,
am.
if you're not at Sevmar,
Trust me, we're
if you're not at Sevmar, you're at Salvatore's.
That's correct.
you know?
I am.
So we're gonna set up a special table for you at Brando's.
He
you
likes
know?
a table where he can look at the door. He can see the door
Yeah.
and see everyone coming in.
Yeah.
Like, he likes that
Yeah.
view. So there you go.
Yeah, I don't want anybody ambushing me from behind.
Yeah.
As you know, I have some enemies.
I mean, it's not gonna happen at your restaurant, at your place.
Well, you know what? Actually, I'd probably safer at his place than anywhere.
Yeah.
So we got to start eating there more.
Yeah. They
For
respect
sure.
Billy, right?
Yeah.
I won't let anything happen to you. All right,
Yeah,
buddy.
that's what I'm saying. That's what
Thank you.
I used to get nervous going to TMF. I don't even bring my gun anymore because I know Billy's going to be there.
Yes,
I'm
you
just
do.
joking. I actually do bring my gun. Just to make sure everybody knows.
Oh, Tom.
You should have seen the expression on her face when I said that. Even jokingly, she was like, oh, she was like horrified.
Don't say that.
She looked more horrified than Jade Jalbert when she's at the public participation attacking me. That's awesome.
All right.
rambles.
Billy, you're free to stay if you'd
Thank
like,
you.
and
wanna stay, or?
and if you
I
have
gotta
to
take
go,
off.
Just got to
it's-
take off.
Thanks
All
so
right.
much. Thanks for
Thank
coming,
you.
brother.
Hey,
Let me
thank
grab
you.
your
All right.
headset.
Anything we can do for you, and we'll definitely get you in for the December edition.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
All right, thank
Over
you.
there, Mingia and stuff.
help?
Yeah, forget about it.
So, all right. So let's get the show started. What do you think?
Yes.
We did the whole show on food and Billy. Billy's the best. Billy's the best, and I love that. Like he has that Merrimack Valley. Thank you, Billy. He's got that Merrimack Valley attitude that he has. That he's just genuine. He is who he is, which is great. And he called me and he said one day, he goes, "I'm watching Minga Tom over there." I'm watching the Methuen. Is there a school committee meeting over here? They're kicking the crap out of you. And I said, yeah, that's the perv brigade. They're mad because we're exposing that they want kids to read sexual topics in school. And he's like, Minky, really? No, come on. I'm like, no, it is. So I sent him my story, and he's like, and they're attacking you? I hear they're attacking your advertisers. I was talking to somebody yesterday. They're going after your advertisers. I go, yeah, but that's standard. For 22 years, it's always been the case. So,
all right, I got to interrupt you.
All right.
So I have something that I want to talk about briefly. And let me see if I can get this lit. There we go. We're going to do a little bit of a celebration here.
Oh, it's fancy.
She did the Dominican.
And in order to do this, I need you.
Me?
Yes.
So go over there?
Come up behind me.
Okay, hold on.
Can we see that? Tom, because I know you're fussy. So, Carlotta.
Intern.
I understand that we missed your 1-year anniversary last week.
That's for me?
This is for you.
Oh, my God.
So happy anniversary.
Can I make a wish?
Go ahead.
Thank you, David.
Well, I still got my clothes on.
And when he had his 250th show, I brought him a cake. So now we're at 300. That's for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh,
and I have.
thank you.
Well, I'm not
Huge
done.
milestone,
I'm not done
300
yet.
shows. Oh, okay. All right.
I have an announcement.
An announcement.
I am sponsoring the intern camp for a few months.
Wow, look at that.
Thank you. I'm going to cry. Oh, my God. Thank you.
I'm getting the check, and she's the one hugging him.
He's got to give it to you.
Thank you, David.
All right. So
You're the best.
I don't want to hear about this effing bash anymore that I missed.
Okay.
And
I'll leave it alone.
Before I leave, this is for Alejandro.
Oh, thank you,
I
David.
love that kid.
I'm sorry. I'm really emotional.
Don't be emotional. So these are for you. And for that kid, and I was telling my wife.
He's so cute.
She said, "Who's this Alejandro?" I said, "The most well-behaved little boy you've ever met in your life. He's such a good kid."
Thank you.
And he's so adorable.
Yeah,
so
he knows it.
And listen, I don't want to hear about I got the wrong topping this time. Okay? He's such a scooch. I brought him a cheesecake, and I forgot to bring him a fork.
David, you're the best. Thank you.
See how he is?
Oh, Tom.
So I heard a rumor. And I know people are going to think that if the answer is yes, I know people are going to think that you told me this when you're manufacturing, but why not? So I heard that one of the perv brigade, one of the school Nazis in Methuen,
yep,
attacked you because you do their landscaping, and they told you that if you continue to come on the show or you continue to do business with the Valley Patriot, they were going to cancel their business. And I said, just hearing it, I said, if that's true. Intern girls making me move over. I said, if that's true, he's Italian. And if that's true, I know one thing. He told them to go F themselves.
No, I did not.
Oh, you didn't? No.
So I think I've earned some time here. So please do not interrupt me because I have something to say about this.
All right, fine.
So what you're saying...
When he says, please don't interrupt me, he knows that he's going to say something I'm not going to like.
You're not, no, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to say a few things, and you're probably not going to like it, and you're more than welcome to rip me when I'm done.
That's fine.
Okay, but you have to give me.
He just gave me a check for like $16,000. Well, how do I interrupt?
So what you're saying, part of it is factually inaccurate.
Okay.
Part of it is accurate.
Okay.
So, as you know, the Shabilias are customers of mine.
Yes.
I was terminated.
You were terminated.
I was terminated
Wow.
because of my sponsorship of this show in the Valley Patriot.
Oh.
Now, having said that, okay, I had a long conversation with Kelsey Shabilia. And you've heard me, and I need you to confirm this. You've heard me in the past tell you that Dan's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey's a great lady,
Mm-hmm.
okay?
You've always defended them, which always pisses me off.
I'm always defending them. So I felt like it wasn't justified, but after speaking to her, she was very emotional on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And after speaking with her, I kind of understood her position. I didn't agree with it, but I respected it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the part that you're not going to like.
Okay.
So Kelsey's political views are not exactly aligned with mine.
Or mine.
I'm more conservative, but I do respect her. She has been so nice. I love her children. She's got 2 young children. No, you have to let me speak.
I'm letting you go.
She has two young children that I absolutely adore. They've been to my house. I've done work. Dan tells me stories about my crew showing up to the house to service, and his youngest daughter runs out there and is disappointed because it's not Mr. David, right? Because I'm always handing out. Dan always makes fun of me. He calls me Papa Mode. You're always handing out treats. So Kelsey has always been really nice to me, and Dan has been such a pleasure to work for. I try to keep politics out of my business. Half of my customers are left-leaning, half of them are right-leaning. Some of them are, quite frankly, racist. I never get into that because I try to be...
You're a businessman.
Yeah, I try to be...
And that's their beliefs.
I try to be nonpartisan. I spoke to Dan this morning. I told him that I was coming on. I wanted to give him a heads up. A lot of people don't like Dan because of the way he approaches stuff. He's never been like that with me. He really, really likes me.
And by the way, you've heard me say on this show, even when we were in the middle of our battles, that I'm sure that outside of politics, he's probably a good guy because I actually run into him at he's a friend of Guy Cooper's. So I've run into him at other.
One of the things.
He's so ready to go. He can't even.
One
stop
of the
for
things
1
that I wanted. Well, you're not supposed to interrupt me. One of the things that I wanted to clarify is you made a statement that they got preferential treatment and got put in the Marsh School, and that's incorrect. Right. They live on Riverview Ave, which is right up the street from my house, and his kids are in the Marsh District. Okay. One of the things...
Now.
Right.
They weren't in the Marsh District before.
Yes, they were. When they moved 4 years ago, they've been in the Marsh ever since.
Right. Okay? But so before that, they were in the Tenney District.
Correct, but they didn't live in that area. Okay? So they bought a house in district and they moved in there. Okay. One of the other things that bothered me, and it's a character thing with you versus the way I do. Remember, you and I have these internal conversations in private about going to battle with people.
Yes.
How I deal with things, how you deal with things.
You're much nicer.
I don't like your style.
I don't like your style either, but I still love you.
I know, and I like you too. So the thing is, sometimes you make me cringe and you get too personal. The fact that you told Kelsey that she's too ugly and shouldn't reproduce is way over the line.
Wait a minute. Show me where I said that. I want to see, because she pulled this shit with DJ too. She told DJ that I attacked Laurie Keegan's daughter, which I never did.
All right, well, if that's an exaggeration, I'll give you a mulligan. But I think that's way over.
If I said it, I'd defend it. But
okay.
I never said it.
I've been here every time.
That's fine. But stuff like that, when I hear things like that, it makes me really, really uncomfortable because I'm not like that. He was on the show a couple weeks ago with Kristen Maxwell. They were kind of making fun of me, talking about he's too nice, he's this and that. And I the older I get, I wasn't always a nice person. I really wasn't.
You keep telling me that, but I have such a hard time believing it because you're such a nice person.
As I get older, he makes fun of me. Oh, it's an Italian thing. No, it's my Catholic faith. That I feel guilty a lot of times, and I'm constantly trying to do the right thing. And I try to have boundaries with people. And case in point, like Nick DeZoglio, I have great respect for him. He's a good guy. He hates Jana Di Natale. Okay, you know how they don't get along?
I did not know that.
But Jana doesn't like him. He doesn't like her, whatever.
I'm with Jana a lot, and I don't think I've ever heard her say anything negative.
No, she doesn't. And he doesn't say anything negative about her, but they both are friends of mine. I'm just using that as an example.
Right.
They're both very respectful, and they don't air that out in front of me. So I'm trying to stay neutral in all this stuff. Now, I knew, and I told Dan this morning, I knew nothing about school committee meetings. I had never, ever watched one. I don't have kids in the district. My kids are adults. But I did see after seeing all this and after getting terminated, I did watch some of the meetings and I did see some of your posts. So I have, my personal opinion is Kristen Maxwell's correct. Mm-hmm. The parents should be notified. The fact, I hate some of the language that's being used, preferably the N-word. Where's my father from?
Sicily.
Correct. What's Sicily next to?
Malta.
Africa.
Greece. Africa. Okay.
Okay. So growing up, when people called me a sand nigger, that bothers me.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. So I don't like, and I hate saying that word, but I don't like, they would make fun of me because I was part Sicilian. You're close to Africa, you're black, and they would use the N-word.
Right.
And my parents, when they raised us, they taught us not to be racist.
Right.
I don't care if you're Hispanic, Chinese, whatever. You know, we can joke around that Chinese people or Asian people are bad drivers. You know what I mean? It's like in jest. But
let me say a couple of things.
All right, so go ahead. Now you can chime in.
First of all, my objection, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to speak for Kristen Maxwell, but I'm pretty sure Kristen Maxwell's objection is if a student repeated what was said in the classroom outside the classroom, whether it was the anal sex stuff, the masturbation stuff, or using the N-word, they would be suspended and they would be in trouble. But somehow it's okay in the classroom when it's being guided by an adult, a teacher, who they can say all they want, and I heard this from Ryan Hamilton last week, all the bullshit excuses. Well, they have a phone, they see more on the internet, they hear more on the school bus on the way home. That's fine. That's not a grown-up teacher who's they're supposed to look up to, guiding them through it and validating it.
You're not getting an argument.
No. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, Laurie Keegan tried this, and now the Shabilias are trying this. When they know they don't have a leg to stand on, they pretend that you've crossed a line somewhere, and they go, he attacked my children. He attacked my family. Well, first of all, Dan, you had your wife get up at public participation and attack me. So you can't cry foul that, oh, now I'm actually saying something about your wife when she attacked me publicly. Now, did she say my name? No, this is the other deception that they use. You know they're talking about you. The insiders know they're talking about you. Anyone who knows you knows they're talking about you. But they didn't say their name, so they have deniability way to go, but I didn't say his name. Well, bullshit. We all know what you said. We all know who you were talking about. We all know why you said what you said. I am a First Amendment absolutist. I have gone to jail for my and your First Amendment right. I have spent tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you go back 20-something years, in court fighting for. In fact, we just got a ruling against the Lawrence City Council for violating the open meeting law. We're going to have we have 6 rulings against the city for violating the public records law, and we're going to have 2 more in Methuen. So they're going to take a guy like me who actually fights for the First Amendment, who fights against book banning, but just has a problem with age-inappropriate material in a school, and they're going to call me a Nazi? So they can call me a Nazi. They can call me a fascist. They can call me a book banner. But then when I call them out, I'm the bad guy and they're the victim? Excuse me, that doesn't work. It's never going to work with me. I do my job and I criticize what public officials are doing in public. And if they want to get up and they want to take the side of one of those politicians, they have every right to say it. But I have every right to criticize it. And I never attacked Dan Shabilia's wife's looks. I never attacked their children. I'll give $1,000 to anybody that can show me where I attacked his children.
They're great kids.
No,
they
but
really
he
are
really,
great.
He didn't.
No, I'm not taking sides
He never
here.
took it to that personal level.
But this is the problem that I have. DJ Beauregard came.
I got caught up in this.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with it.
But this is the problem I have. DJ Beauregard came on the show and made the statement, and he's such a coward. He came on the show and he made a statement. He says, and he repeated word for word what Kelsey said at public participation. If anyone's going to attack a trans kid, and he looks at me, they're going to have to go through me. Yeah, you're so fucking tough, TJ. But I never attacked a trans kid. Show me one place where I had, quote, attacked a trans kid. So they have to make themselves the victim when they know they're wrong.
I think the transgender thing was on the thing. But let me tell the liberal, left-leaning people how people like I feel. I'm a moderate Republican, okay? So I have friends that are gay. I don't have a problem with minorities. I don't have a problem with transgender people. Where people are fatigued is it's being shoved down your throat.
100%.
Okay? The pride flags, the Pride Month, all this
Black
stuff.
Lives Matter.
Yes. Can you just live your life? I don't go out and talk about my heterosexuality. Okay? I don't talk about my sex life. I don't talk about perversions. It's just everyone should keep that stuff in private.
On top of the fact that it's not just in public, right? Because we can joke about the gay flag. But when they're doing it in the schools and they're pushing it on kids, that's where I have a problem.
Okay, but let
me tell you guys, if you're going to come for the normal kids, you're going to have to go through me.
Do you know why Donald Trump got elected?
This exact issue.
Immigration.
No. I could. If you had to put a picture to why Donald Trump got elected, it's because of Rita Christine.
Yeah, people like Rita Christine got him elected.
Because they're so
angry and hateful.
Triggered.
Yeah.
And everything keeps getting pushed down our throat. And it's like the people that are in the middle, whether they're moderate Democrats or moderate Republicans, are like, enough.
Right.
Enough. Immigration was a big thing as well.
I have a message from Christine. Kristen, sorry, Christine. I don't know. You guys said Christine, sorry. She said, please tell him I wasn't making fun. I actually really like and respect him.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
But I want to go back to, because this is one of the things that I deal with as a guy. Because of what I do, I deal with this everywhere. I deal with it in Methuen and Lawrence. What?
I have a question. Why is it that people in general make up lies to defend themselves?
Well,
in this situation,
I was actually just in the process of explaining that. They know they can't defend themselves on the issue because they couldn't get up at public participation or go on a show or meet secretly with Ryan Hamilton at the library and say, we really want to pervert children. Because that's not a good look, right? You can't say that out loud. It looks bad. So when I'm calling them out for perverting children, they can't defend perverting children, so they have to make it about something else. And if you're going to make something up, you're going to make yourself the victim. Because now it's Tom that crossed the line, not us trying to pervert children crossing the line. And so they try to make something up to distract and deflect from what they're really doing. Now, we can agree or disagree on the trans stuff. We can agree or disagree on gay marriage. I'm against gay marriage, but I'm against all marriage, right? I'm not just against gay marriage. I'm against all marriage, right? We can all have grown-up conversations about that. But when you're dealing with children, this is not the stuff. Listen, 73% of the kids at Methuen, in Methuen schools, cannot read at grade level, and you want to add other stuff to the curriculum? You want to talk about anal sex and masturbation
and victimize the kids
and victimizing black people who might? How about the black kid? How about the Dominicans? Dominicans are half black. How about the Dominican kid sitting in that classroom, listening to a white teacher read the N-word out loud to white students while you're sitting in the back?
Yeah.
How does that make that kid feel? They don't care about that kid. They don't care about the Latino kid. But somehow they always care about the 0.00001% of so-called trans kids. Those are the kids that they're willing to die for. Those are the kids that they're willing to go to. But they don't care about the other kids, and they also don't care about the boy who sits in that classroom and hears the passages about anal sex and hears the passages about masturbation, and then goes out into the hallway or in the cafeteria and says it in front of a girl and ends up getting suspended for 10 days because of sexual harassment or racism because of a zero tolerance policy. This is the problem that I have in the schools. And believe me, I am not a prude. I'm one of the most, anyone who knows me, I'm one of the most sexual people in the world, but for grown-ups, not for children.
Your point is well taken.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is, there's collateral damage here, okay? And I'm here today.
I feel bad about that.
No, it's okay. I'm here today to clear the record. Dan took my call this morning. He's been tremendous. He feels terrible about this whole situation.
I don't buy that for 1 minute.
No, listen, I'm going to keep defending. Dan has been good to me. I have never said a bad word about Dan and his wife. And I said to Dan, I just want to make sure, because I have heard through the grapevine that there's a group of people out there that might want to target my clients and take business away from me.
Yep.
And I don't.
They had a meeting at the library Friday night.
He assured me that wasn't the case. But I've been in business. I've been in business 38 years. Okay, I'm in a legal battle right now in another state. Okay, so I don't. You back me into a corner. You saw me last year. Someone in City Hall backed me into a corner, and what happened?
Oh, you came out swinging.
Okay.
As it should be.
You're a businessman.
And what ended up happening?
You win.
Okay, thank you. I still haven't won yet. We're going to talk about that later on.
You win.
So people always say, oh, he's such a nice guy, he's this and that, and then they mistake my generosity for weakness.
Right.
I can be an asshole if I have to be. If someone goes after my livelihood and my family, I'm going to come out swinging. And that's, Carlotta, this is how I met Tom. Because I had not known who he was. And I used to watch, well, I shouldn't say that. I knew who he was. But I used to watch his podcasts. And a lot of times I would cringe. Oh, did he really say that?
Everybody cringes at least once in a while.
And then a lot of times he would say stuff and say, wow, I'm glad he said that. A lot of people won't admit that. You know, it's it's a sensitive topic. So I'm watching a city hall meeting once, and they called to boycott Methuen businesses that advertise with him.
Right.
And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
I don't want to mention who did that.
And I said, well, wait a minute. I'm sitting in my recliner. And I said, well, wait a minute. These people are representing business owners in the city, and they're calling for them to lose business. So I looked him up, got his phone number, called him and said, how much money did you lose? I'm going to write you a check. He goes, you got to come on the show. And that was the first time I ever came on the show. I don't like that shit. I don't like it. Okay?
Well, they're bullies. They're bullies who pretend that they're victims.
Hash it out.
You have
hash it out. I am so glad that Kelsey Shibelia took my call. We had such a wonderful conversation. Did we come out of it agreeing 100%? No, but there's a lot of respect on both sides.
Right.
Okay, and I don't really talk politics with my liberal friends.
Right.
You know,
well, you can't talk politics
and I
with
can't
them because they're not tolerant.
And I can't talk politics with my Trumpers, my Trump friends. They're out of their mind. He can do no wrong. It's like, give me a break.
Well, except for me.
No, he can. Whatever. I'm just saying, my Trumper
I'm a moderate
friends.
Republican.
Yeah.
I
I support Trump, but I disagree with him at least 3 times a week on Facebook.
So, I mean, I campaigned for Dan. I put a sign on my lawn. You know,
Look where it got you.
No, it's okay. That's fine. I'm a big boy.
They canceled your business because they don't like someone that you're doing business with. That's tyranny. Who's the real fascist? That's what brown shirts used to do in World War II. If you were doing business with a Jew, then they went after you because you were doing business with a Jew, even though you did nothing wrong and you're not a Jew. But you went. So they're doing the same thing.
It's her prerogative. If I'm in the conversation, I defended your First Amendment rights to say what you want.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Conversely, I have to defend her right to terminate me for
100%.
For whatever reason she wants.
No one says they don't have the right, but they're a fascist if they do.
That's fine. It's their prerogative.
And here's the thing.
No one is beholden to me.
Right. And here's the thing. And I'm going to say this, and I mean it. If the Perv Brigade in Methuen, the people that spoke at that 2-hour meeting.
Keeps calling them that.
Because that's what they are. That's what they're advocating for. They're advocating for obscenity in a classroom with children. Yeah. I'm sorry, that's what it is.
It is.
Now, you can disagree with the way I'm saying it, but the fact is, if that group of people had not got up and denigrated the parent who came forward, if those people didn't get up and denigrate me, although they didn't do it by name, but they certainly did do it, if those people didn't get up and denigrate Kristen and Ken Willett, and you saw what Heather Plunkett did to Ken Willett, right? Look at me when I'm talking to you like she's his mother, right? If they just got up there and gave their political opinion and sat the fuck down, I would have no problem with any of what they did. Because you and I disagree all the time. Intern girl and I disagree all the time. Sometimes we disagree on the air. And I've even said if Kelsey Shibelia, the coward, wants to come on this show and she wants to take me to task on this show, I publicly invited her to come on. She's a coward. She won't come on. But they'll do it behind my back, and that's the problem that I have. They make it personal, and then when you fight back, they accuse you of making it personal. And that's the problem that I have. Just be honest. If they were honest brokers in the conversation and they could defend their position and they kept it to their position, none of this would be happening. But see, you can't bully Kristen Maxwell and then expect someone like me to not bully you back.
I would love to see that. I would referee that show like I did.
I would have her on in 2 seconds.
Do you remember my referee uniform with Neil Perry?
With Neil Perry.
With Neil Perry? You guys were awful at my house, yelling at each other.
But you have to admit, though, I tried.
You both tried.
I tried really hard with Neil. And I look back on it now and I feel bad because I think part of it had to do with the medication that he was on because it was toward the end of his life. Now we can look back and know that. At the time, we didn't. And I also felt bad because Rita Christine was in his ear every single day. Tom Duggan's a Nazi. Tom Duggan's a Nazi. And this is what they do. Nazi, 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 Nazi. They repeat the lie often enough, people start believing it. And after a while, the guy that I thought I knew during his first campaign was nowhere near the guy that passed away.
Yeah, you felt bad? How about me?
Yeah.
If Joel Ferretra actually consoled me, I felt horrible that I went up there and exposed public records about the lies and the funding not being there and all the stuff that he promised and everything. And I gave him a heads up like 6 weeks before that. And then we got in a big fight and he died 3 days later. So how do you think I felt?
Neil was very unreasonable toward the end, but had we known that was going to be the end, I think we all would have behaved differently, right? You don't ever want to be at war with somebody when they pass away. I know I don't. But again, like I get it now because you look back, you see all the medications that he was on, and then you had these hateful people like Tina Conway. We call her Rita Christine because that's her fake name on Facebook. Was in his ear every day. And when you've got a guy whose mental capacity is starting to diminish because he's dying, and he's on all kinds of medications, that's real evil. Like when you're taking advantage of someone's mental and physical state to turn them against people who truly love them. I loved Neil. When we started, I worked on his campaign. I was never more proud of anybody the night that he won. We were at the Irish Cottage, and we were with Ali, and we were with Mike Samad, when I thought he was a good guy. And we loved Neil, and we loved what he was planning on doing. And in his first term as mayor, he was a great mayor because he was really concerned with not being part of the inside crowd, but just holding people accountable and calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, he was great.
And then as he started to diminish, and it's easy to look back now and say, but as he started to diminish, he really was more interested in just going along and getting along and being part of something. And I think he caved. He caved to the Mike Samads, and he caved to the Sabres and the McCartys and DJ Beauregards and Tina Conway's, and it kind of ended the way that it did. But I still feel terrible for him.
I do too. And all those people that you mentioned, I was always defending them.
Yeah, I know.
And I've moved on. So can we use that to a segue to my next topic?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So for those of you,
if you attack DJ and I have to defend him, I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah, I'm not going to attack him, quote unquote. So the issue was there was in our industrial park. There's like 15 businesses,
and that's in Methuen, right?
It's in Methuen,
okay.
And there is a developer that put up a 150,000 square foot warehouse at the top of the hill. All the abutters went to the community develop meetings online and stuff, and there was, the proposal was great, infrastructure, they're going to do road improvements, all this other stuff. So no one objected. So fast forward 2 years, the place gets built, nothing happens, and I go to my friend Neil Perry and say, Neil, what's going on? And set up a meeting. He sets up a meeting. All the business owners come to my place, and he tells us all this stuff that never happened. So things got kind of tense. This is going back, a year or two now? Things got kind of tense. I filed public records request, was denied, appealed, went through the whole thing. Remember the whole email, 580 pages of emails, and I went in front of city council and read this stuff. And, he sat at a meeting with me and said, you want to see the engineering plans? And then I go and then 4 months later, I'm standing at the podium, and the guy's like, yeah, we put it out to bid last week. It's like, really? Really? You offered to and I said it to him 3 days before he died. I said, you offered to show me these plans. I respectfully request a clarification on that. So fast forward to today. We still, they hired a consulting firm to redesign the road. We have been told time and time again there's going to be a meeting. We're going to keep you guys updated, so forth and so on. So if you could run that first clip, and this is dated what? What's the date on this? August 4th. Okay, let's.
There's no sound on it? Did you
Yeah, there is.
Hold on. I don't
Your
have any
phone is
sound.
just bouncing.
Mine?
No, his.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, I don't have it with sound. 1 second.
All right, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, sorry.
So in that August 4th meeting, the mayor is asked, what's the status of the project?
Everyone can hear it, but I don't know why we can't. Hold on. Do you know what it says?
That happened once before.
I don't know why that always happens.
Play it on your phone like you did last time.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Smart.
Yeah, it's okay. If you want me to wait, I can wait.
I'm here all week. Tip your waitress.
And now you can chow down that cutlet sandwich.
It's so good.
All right. Let me just mute myself.
All right.
Several of the business owners, they're looking for.
It's playing.
From several of the business owners, they're looking for like an update on the project. So we'll coordinate that and actually go to pay them a visit and share the latest information with them.
So the viewers can hear this?
Council Director had a specific question about in one of the he wanted to know, he thought that through the question he asked was that some of the business owners were getting information and we weren't getting information off them. Speaking from, if you have a minute. Did you say something to that effect, Councilor Fletcher?
Listen to this. This is important.
I think the business owners were getting the same information we were, and they were promised more details. So I spoke to the mayor, and I spoke to David Consoli, one of the business owners who's been kind of the more vocal one, and he's agreed to be the point person for the businesses there. So the mayor or somebody in his office or Director Bauer, could be touch base with Mr. Consoli and kind of share that information, who would then share that information with the business owners. I think, we're getting the 10,000 foot level where they want to see it at ground level and see more details of those plans, what they were promised. So that's what my request was, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Okay, so that was August 4th.
Can I just?
Yep.
I'm not up. Can I just add that you'll notice that Joe Ferretra was live from Manchester, New Hampshire for that meeting.
Oh, okay. So that was August 4th. Okay, so now we have an email going out to the Public Works Director. He's like, "Yep, I'm going to set something up." So fast forward to October 22nd. Okay, I run into DJ at a function and I pull him aside. Quote, "DJ, you got a minute for me?" Unquote. He says, "Sure, what can I do for you?" I said, "You do know that I like you, right?"
That gets you nowhere with DJ.
And he said, "Yeah," he didn't know where I was going with that. I said, "Okay, when I watch a city council meeting where a gentleman gets up at public participation and complains that his neighbor has a spotlight that shines in his window and he does not know what to do to rectify the situation, and my mayor jumps out of his seat, walks to the podium and gives him his personal cell phone that he's going to help him with this problem, okay? And subsequently, the following meeting talks about how he met with these residents and got this spotlight issue addressed.
Because it's easy.
Okay. Yet, we have been waiting since 2020 to get guardrails. The street is like really dangerous. Okay, you can't. We've been through this. It's 15 feet wide.
That's hard though. That's work. He doesn't want to do the work. He wants to cut ribbons.
That's fine. So DJ says to me, "Yep, we're going to set something up." That was October 22nd. Okay, so fast forward to the election. I reach out to Councilor Pesh and say to her, "Can you put this on the agenda?" She's like, "I can't. It's too late. I'll text DJ." Never heard back. So as much as you don't like Nick DeZoglio, I reach out to him and say, "Nick."
I don't just like him as a person. I just don't like him as a politician.
Yeah, I like him. He's a good guy. So Nick follows through, and that's video number 2. And this was last week.
Let me put that on our phone. I have to lower our voices, guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I just want to add, if we could add Old Ferry Road back to the list. I was informed that a few weeks ago the plans were all approved, or at least the engineering was done and completed, and I haven't seen an update on that. And then also, we could remove the Charter Review Committee. Munis update's probably a lost cause at this point, and I think that's the only other thing. With 2 meetings left, I'm not sure if we'll solve Munis.
If I can help on 2 of those. The Charter Review Committee is still trying to get something to us by the end of our calendar year. They're not guaranteeing it. I believe they just got the comments back from the Collins Center, so now they have to have a meeting before it comes to us, so they're trying to work that into the schedule. The other one is Old Ferry Road. The plans are not complete. There was a meeting up there at that building on Wednesday this week to discuss that with the owners. They're being finalized now. They're not complete. We've asked them to look into a couple other options too on the street, to add a few things to see if it's cost effective before we go and refurbish the whole street, and to see what extent we want to do it to, whether like adding sewer or different.
His comments are important. So they had a meeting last week with city officials and one property owner. What about the other 15? They've been promising us updates. So I'm going to tell you something, DJ. You got all these multi-million-dollar companies that are doing about $500 million worth of revenue in there. we're mobilizing. We're going to band together now, and whoever runs against DJ Beauregard, we are going to finance them.
Wow.
I'm done. Okay, we're done.
Wow.
Okay, you want to ignore, because Methuen is business friendly. Okay, they all say, we want to be business friendly. I don't care if it's a city councilor. I don't care if it's the mayor. We all want to be business friendly. But once you bring the business in, you treat them like dog shit. Okay? And I never speak like this on this show. You treat us like dog shit. Okay? And I'm fed up with a mayor who's a nice guy, but he's ineffective. He's ineffective. I haven't even gotten a phone call or a text back on this. Okay, so now all of us are going to support whoever you listening to this, Nelly Soto. Anyone that runs against the mayor is going to be financially backed by everyone that owns a business in that industrial park.
Patricia Valley.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're done. Just because you didn't give us the common courtesy of an update that we have been begging for 2 years, we're done.
I really like DJ as a person.
I like him too, but he's ineffective.
My problem is that he's so conflict avoidant that if he thinks you're mad at him, he goes to you. If he thinks that there's going to be a tough conversation, he goes to you. So he came on the show, right?
He gave me his word on October 22nd.
He'll get back word he was going to endorse Patricia Valley. And had he called me on the phone and said, Tom, I know I gave my word, but something came up and I can't. Let's work it out. I would have been okay with that. But the fact that he had to ghost me and pretend that it never happened, and they'd come on the show, and I didn't bring it up before the election because I didn't want to hurt his chances. But then I texted him about the public records thing, about the video. I want the video outside the superintendent's office. He promised me when he got elected that he would always give me public records. That was his big thing, that even if we were mad at each other, if I asked for public records, I'd get it. And again, he starts ghosting me. And it's like, he could be such a good mayor. He really could be like the best mayor Methuen's ever had, because he's young and he's learning as he goes. And any mistake he makes now, he can always later on kind of chalk it up to, hey, I was young and inexperienced, and still do a good job. But if he's not making the fucking effort now, what's this guy going to be like in 20 years? What's this guy going to be like if he runs for Senate? And I really want to give the guy a chance.
He's smart. He's personable. I think he does a really good job, okay, on certain things. But this
things that he likes, things that are important to him.
This character flaw of avoidance, you can't have someone in a leadership position that's this constant avoidance.
Those are the conversations you have to force yourself to have. If you're a leader, listen, Willie Antigua and I, and people now know this, but at the time people would have been horrified. Willie would go on Spanish language radio and say Tom Duggan's a racist because his father was murdered by
we've
Latinos,
heard this.
right? And I'd be on Facebook all day calling him a crook because he's sending ambulances to the Dominican Republic. And then he'd call me at night and go, listen, we have to have a conversation about something. I would always take his call. And by the way, he would always take mine. Because say what you want about Willie Antigua, the guy was a leader, right? Yeah. You expect that from someone like DJ. You expect it from someone like Neil Perry, who, by the way, did. You expect it from people like Dan Rivera. You expect it from people like Brian DePina.
You got to have the tough conversation.
You have to force yourself to do it, because you're in a position where you can't just do business with people that you like, and you can't just talk to people when it's a happy conversation.
But this undercurrent of anger that the business owners have right now.
I know it's there.
There's a company called DeLuca Fence. There's a company called Muscus Landscape. There's a company called
I love her, by the way.
Carnes Construction. Barbara's a great lady.
She's awesome.
Carnes Construction and Dynamic Waste Services, they're a trash company. All their septic systems failed because their properties get flooded. They have they're on the other side of the industrial park. They have a different.
Yeah, they're like right at the bottom.
Yeah, they're at the bottom. They have we're up on the hill. So they have different concerns than we do in our part of the industrial park, okay? And they spent hundreds of thousands of dollars ripping up everything to tap into the city sewer because they couldn't operate.
Right.
And it was it's the city's inaction that led to this. You don't think there's an undercurrent simmering? And I actually sent DJ an apology because you blindsided him in that podcast about me saying that they weren't very business friendly, my business license. Mm-hmm. And I felt bad because it actually wasn't, I said, DJ, I owe you an apology because Tom didn't actually get that correct. So I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. I changed financial institutions, and they said to me, we don't have your business license. You're not a licensed business in Methuen. I said, oh, sure I am. So I went and I discovered the dumbbell that I am. I let it expire. So I went to City Hall, got the runaround. Oh, you can't do this. You got to do it online. Okay. So I filled it out, paid the fee. 5 weeks. 5 weeks to get a business license. I went down there so mad. I went into the city clerk's office, and I got to tell you, that city clerk, she's so nice. Ann Druin.
Oh, I love her.
She popped up from her cubicle and said, Mr. Consoli, we don't want to make you mad.
They've seen the show.
She went upstairs. The guy was out of the building. She forced him to come back to the building. He said, oh, I'm backed up. She's like, I don't care. This guy needs it now. And she really took good care of me. But 5 weeks. They treat us like shit. 5 weeks for a business license. And then it was filled out wrong. I had to get another one. And, I got to call a spade a spade. I went back to the clerk's office. Those people twisted themselves in a pretzel and got me out of there in an hour with the correct wording.
That's awesome.
They were great. But why do I have to come on this show? Why do I have to make a stink at City Hall to get anything done?
But see, this is why we do what we do, right? Because if they can do it to a guy like you, if they can do to me what they do to a guy like me, and we have means to fight back, we have a vehicle where we can make an issue of it. What are they doing to the average person who works 2 jobs, who doesn't have time for this fucking foolishness, who doesn't have a podcast, doesn't own a newspaper, doesn't own a multi-million-dollar business? What are they doing to the average person out there who just needs help from their government? And this is my frustration. And I try, by the way, very hard to school DJ on this stuff, because even though he's been in this business a long time, even though he's very young, he hasn't been in this business since 1985 like I have. And I keep trying to explain to him that, like, listen, if you're treating me this way, there's no question you're treating other people this way. So if I can get you to stop doing that, you would be a more effective mayor. And yes, you're gonna break more eggs, you're gonna make more enemies, but you got to do it. That's what leadership's all about. And he just doesn't seem like...
No, I don't get who influences him. If Bill Manzi owned the concrete company next door, I'm sure we'd be getting a road update. Would we be getting a road update, DJ? If Bill Manzi owned the concrete company, we'll be getting an update.
I am so not going there, but I'm happy you are.
I'm just fed up. $5 million of real estate that I own in Methuen. I'm done. Mm-hmm. I'm done playing games with these people.
Well, and I've said this, I think I've said this before, but stop me if I have. Maybe not. Before the election, around I'm going to say in June at some point, a group of Latinos sat down together and decided that one of them was going to take on DJ, and the rest were all going to support that one person. And by the way, all of the people in that meeting were all very well-to-do business Latinos that own real estate companies, that own mortgage companies, and they asked me to sit in. And, of course, I'm always happy to give advice, anybody that asks, even though it's kind of not my wheelhouse, but I did. I sat in, and I convinced them not to run against DJ and give him a chance. I convinced them that he was worth his word, that if he gave his word, he would keep his word. And a few months later, they were meeting again, and they were all kicking the shit out of me. And they were like, listen, he's not keeping his word on this, he's not keeping his word on that. Your issue came up. They're not keeping his issue on the road issue. And I said, watch this. And I texted him from the meeting and said, will you endorse Patricia Valley, who was in on that meeting? And I don't mind saying it now because the election's over. And DJ said, 100% I'd love to endorse Patricia. So I said, he's going to endorse you. And she said, no, he's not. I said, listen, DJ's giving his word. And I texted him back, listen, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. Just tell me you don't want to do it. But if you're going to do it, you have to. If you're giving your word, you've got to keep it. Now, I wasn't saying that for me. And I wasn't saying it for Patricia. I was saying it for him. Because these people wanted to hang him. And I put my reputation on the line for him, even though he didn't deserve it. And then he broke it. He broke his word. He broke his word on election night. We all got together at, what's the name of that place across from you?
El Potro.
El Potro. We all sat together. Many of the business people were there, and they all came over and they all looked at me and said, you gave your word that he kept his word, and how did that work out for you? And I'm the guy with egg on my face because I defended him. And I was okay with defending him because I really believed that if he gave his word, he would keep his word. And you know, and I know.
I mean,
if you give your word and you can't keep it, you pick up the phone and say, listen, I know I promised I was going to support Patricia. This is what's going on behind the scenes. Please keep it between us. I can't keep my word, but I'll do something to make it up to you. I'll do something to make it up to her. Had he done that, had he been a grown-up and not just fucking avoided every fucking text message and every single voice message and every single email and just communicated, I think everyone would have still been willing to give him a chance.
There's people in my life that like to avoid conflict. No one likes conflict. Some people are better. I mean, you're certainly good at it. Jesus Christ. But there's a lot of people that don't like conflict and want to avoid it. And I totally get it if that's your personality. You know, my wife is...
Don't run for office.
Yeah, so the thing is, the buck stops with you. You're the CEO. Okay, I have a 24-year-old kid that doesn't like conflict. And sometimes things get ugly at work.
Right.
And he watches me and he's like, oh my God, Dad, you went toe-to-toe with that specific vendor or person or whatever. And I'm like, yeah. And he's got to learn that life skill. And when you're the boss, it's not all, flowers and sunshine all the time. He's the boss.
I really believe that DJ wants...
He's so smart, too.
I think in his head, he wants to pick up the phone and call you, or he wants to pick up the phone and call me, but he's just afraid. And he thinks that, he came on the show and I gave him a lot of credit for that, right? But after he said what he said about how I attacked Lori Keegan's kid, and you had to drag it out of him because he never directly answers any question. He's so conflict avoidant. Everything's abstract, and there are societies, and societies have people, and he's doing all that shit. And I finally got him to say it, and he said, well, you attacked Lori Keegan's kid. And I said, it's not true. Yes, you did. You wrote it in your column. After the show, I texted him and I said, here's my column. Show me where I attacked her kid. And he said, do you want me to issue a public retraction? And I said, no. All I want you to do is, the people who lied to you about what I said, I want you to confront them as willingly as you were willing to attack me when you thought it was me that said it. And to this minute, he still has not done that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of your fault, Tom. You give people too many chances. When people show you who they are,
Nancy says that. Dave says it. Everybody says that I give people too many chances. Yeah, my reputation is that I'm an asshole.
I'm here because that last clip that you show really struck a nerve with me. How dare they have a meeting with the person who built that building that we were promised that when that building went in, they had a meeting with one business owner?
Who's they, though? You said they.
It's the corporation.
No, you said they had a meeting with the corporation.
Ronnie Marsan said
Ronnie
that we had a meeting. So who's we?
Okay.
The city engineer, the DPW director, city council Marsan?
Maybe he meant the city.
All right, so a representative
call him and
of the
ask
city.
him. He's the easiest guy to approach. He's not DJ. He'll take your call.
No, that's fine. I want an update. And they keep massaging me and saying, "Oh, David, we'll get this to you." I'm like, you don't even have to include me. You need to bring in Glenn Carnes, who owns Carnes Construction, which is next door to DeLuca Fence. Do you know what Glenn Carnes does for a living? He built Interstate 93 in Windham, in Salem, New Hampshire. He's a road builder. He's been begging to get involved in this and help.
What does it take?
It's mind-boggling. By the way, shout out to Billy DePardo, who I told I'm coming on. He's like, bro, they don't like stand-up guys.
No, that's for sure.
He's like, go get him. Tell Tom I said hi.
Listen, the reason I'm so upset about DJ is that I really wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I did give him the benefit of the doubt more than he deserved. And I realized that when he came to me in January and said, I really want to apologize for the way I've treated you in the last few years. Looking back on it, I feel really bad. I really wanted to believe that. I wanted to believe that because that's the reason I became a Jew. I became a Jew in the year 2000 because I believe in Yom Kippur. I believe in atonement. I believe that if you fuck up in your life, no matter what you did, if you go to the person and you try to make it right, that person should always accept your apology. That person should always give you the benefit of the doubt and always give you a chance to make it right. And that's the reason I became a Jew. So if Dan Shabilia called me tomorrow on the phone and said, Tom, you know what? I've said some things about you behind your back. I've done some things. I feel really sorry. My wife got up and she attacked you, even though she didn't do it by name. Can we work something out? I would take that phone call 7 days a week because it's what I believe deep inside.
I think you guys would like each other. He's a good guy.
Outside of politics, we hung out one night at Guy Cooper's fundraiser.
And he's funny, too.
He seems like a good guy outside of politics. My problem is his politics. My problem is not him as a person. As a politician, he's a piece of crap. He gets up there and he bullies women, then he accuses other people of bullying women. He accuses me of bullying women, but I'm the one that defended Patricia Valley, the Santos, Nellie Soto, Kristen Maxwell. What are you talking about?
Well,
right?
I don't,
But the point is that with DJ, I think he really wants. I think he wants all these things smoothed over. I don't think he likes any of this conflict.
No, he should have endorsed.
But
if he gave his word that he was going to endorse Patricia Valley, he should have kept his word.
Or pick up the phone and explain it, and not avoiding me.
Without your word, you're nothing.
100%.
My parents taught me that from a young age. Speaking of Patricia Valley.
Yeah, she's great.
I don't know her that well.
I love her.
I ran into her when I was giving one of my speeches, and I told her, I love your son, David. She has this adult son. He is the nicest kid. And her husband's
a good guy.
He used to coach Little League when my kids were small.
David's a good guy.
He's a good, and you never expect the two of them to be good.
No.
Her husband's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
I remember shooting the breeze with him when we were doing Little League together. He's a good guy, but I love her son.
They're both on my bash committee. They both joined my bash committee.
But I can judge the Valley family based upon how respectful their kids are. I mean, they're really good people.
Yeah.
So this whole, racist, I don't want to turn West End of Methuen brown. It's because the white population has Dominican fatigue in Methuen, and I'm going to tell you why. Because in all classes of people, you got affluent white people, you have white trash. The Dominican population that has come into Methuen has agitated the white population. It's not that they're criminal or anything like that. It's because they have no self-awareness. You go to Walmart in Methuen, they're blocking the aisles, they're on their phone, they're all talking loud.
To be fair, most of those are from Lawrence.
Yeah, okay. No, but I'm just saying. So have you gone? So Hafner's is one of my clients, and we do a bunch of service stations. They come in and they don't. Like they let that pop, pop, pop. They got the Spanish music going and it's blaring. Can you turn it down while you're getting gas or whatever? So the culture is a little louder.
Yeah.
Well,
so they don't have.
But it also goes beyond that.
But but what I'm saying is, the white people who don't have any patience, okay, kind of go like this. Oh boy, what's this? And they have a little bit of Dominican fatigue. Right. Because, and if you look at the police logs, like they're driving around with the lowriders with the loud exhaust, and people, the more affluent white people in the West End want quiet. Right. But it's not that the Dominicans are bad people. They just don't have a lot of awareness for noise.
To you.
And they're loud.
But there's also a lot of people who don't like them because they're brown-skinned Dominicans from Lawrence. They're the low rent. That's what the way they're portrayed. And the other part of it is...
But there's good and bad in all people.
Right, but you know that, and I know that, but that's not how everybody feels. And the other part is there's an undercurrent, and this is where I am going to go after Dan and his wife. There's an undercurrent in Methuen of this passive racism of we're the liberal, white, privileged people who are the gatekeepers of government, and they need to go through us to get anything. And so you just saw it last night with the bilingual discussion at the school committee meeting last night.
I don't watch the school committee meetings.
You look at the way Latinos are treated from the politicians, the people in power, the Sharon Pollards of the world, who want you to check all the boxes that you're all for Latinos until they're running for office against one of your white liberal people of white liberal privilege, and then suddenly, just like Martha's Vineyard, get them the fuck off the island, right?
That was something, huh? Well, look how fast they got off.
Right, but this is your typical white liberal privileged attitude, especially in Massachusetts, where we're going to support the white Dan Shabilia, the white male, even though as Sharon Pollard, I'm preaching diversity, equity, and inclusion, even though Dan Shabilia is running against a Latina woman.
She's she's very nice.
Patricia's awesome.
And she's very receptive to things. I think I don't know her that
she's
well.
She's a businesswoman.
But
she's very wealthy. She's very smart. She's very well read. We had some really great conversations.
What does she do for a living?
She's a real estate person.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah, she sells real estate, and she does a great job,
being of Italian, I'm first generation here. So being of Italian descent,
right.
I'm
you're Italian?
I'm totally.
I didn't. Intern girl, did you know he was Italian?
I'm totally.
Holy Christ!
I don't like that racism thing. So one of my neighbors just the guy next door from me just sold his house for over $1 million to a black guy. He is the nicest guy. He's so friendly. I mean,
but you said he's a black guy. That's racism.
No. And his kids are adorable. And it's like you see these little kids running around, and he is like the sweetest guy. I mean, if I was one of those people, I'd be outraged. Oh, my God, there's a dark-skinned person living next door to me. Get a grip. Mm-hmm. Judge people based upon their character and not the color of their skin. So,
yeah, there's always going to be. Listen, you're never going to eradicate racism. That's why when all these liberals have their silly little protest, down with racism. Racism is bad. Eradicate racism. You're never going to eradicate it. It's a human condition. You're never going to stop lying. You're never going to stop racism. Those are the evils of humanity. It's always going to be there. Murder is always. You're never going to get rid of murder, right? I made a joke last week or the week before. There were 4 people on the planet: Adam and Eve and their 2 sons, and Abel kills Cain. So, I mean. No matter what you do, you're not going to be able to get rid of it, but you should be willing to fight it. You should be willing to say, hey, we're not going to tolerate it. What's going on, kid?
You don't have time for the lightning round?
No, I have to go. I have an appointment at 2.
Okay, all right.
Tom. But I'll be listening.
I wish you had said something. We would have just ended the show.
I told
but during the show, you've got to let us know.
You. Sorry.
I'm
sorry.
not seeing my text. You can just say it out loud.
Take Alejandro.
We do have an intern girl cam for that reason.
I know, right? Oh, you want to put my cam on? Ooh. Hold on.
So who's this gentleman?
This is Bill.
This is Bill. I've known Bill for 40 years.
Bill, we're going to do a lightning round. You have to put a headset on because you have to answer.
All right,
my
you're leaving?
questions.
Yes. Bye.
All right, and then we got to go because we're at 2-hour mark again.
All right. Let me get my glasses on. All righty. And watch the lightning round.
I'll save the Ed Markey thing for. Are you taking food? Take food. Take it for later.
All right. Let's go.
Pain in the ass.
Remember this?
Yes, but I thought intern girl was going to be in on this. Now she's leaving.
All right, Bill, we're going to start with you.
She
What's your
never says
favorite
anything.
part of your Thanksgiving meal?
Stuffing.
Yeah.
Tom, stuffing?
Stuffing, but I always put the cranberry sauce in with the stuffing.
Really? Because I like the turkey itself. I don't eat turkey any other day of the year.
It depends on how it's cooked. My mom does a really good job. This is going to be the first year ever we're doing it at my sister's house. We'll see how she handles it.
All right, next question. I'm starting with you. What side dish for Thanksgiving do you hate the most?
Oh, corn, for sure.
Really? For me, it's cranberry sauce. How about you,
I love the
Bill?
cranberry sauce.
For me, it would probably be the green bean casserole.
Good one.
Green bean casserole. Not bad. I like green beans.
With the French fried onions?
Yeah. That's not one of mine, too. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, if you rate all your holidays, where does Thanksgiving rate?
Oh, free food and leftovers forever. It's definitely in the top 3.
So
maybe even the top 2.
8, 9?
I'm going to say St. Patrick's Day and then Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Bill.
I'm going to put it 2, number 2.
Bill, I'm going to you, brother.
Okay, well, actually, it's probably the most available my family is Thanksgiving, plus all the great memories of the butt fumble game back. And
oh, I like this guy. Yeah, for me, it's number 2 after Christmas. I think I just love.
You love Christmas.
I'm a Christmas.
Christmas is
guy.
okay, but nothing beats St. Patrick's Day for me.
All right. Do you typically, A, shop on Black Friday, or B, avoid it altogether?
Neither. I used to shop on the 24th.
That's what I do.
When I was working at Radio Shack, I'd just shop off the disco deval list so I get everything discounted. Anytime I saw a price ending with 7, I'm like, okay, that one. Nowadays, it doesn't matter because with all the stuff you can get online now, you can do whatever.
Every day you want. What about you?
Up until last year, I always was last minute. It was like Christmas Eve, I was out shopping. Last year, I started a new thing where in the middle of like June and July, when the Valley Patriot makes most of our money between June and October. So last year I said, while I've got the money, we starve November, December, January is always our downtime for advertising. So last year I got smart finally after 22 years and said, I'm going to do most of my Christmas shopping, especially for the kids, in the summer when I have the money. And then I'll do like Mom or my brother Danny or my sister like New Year's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so I'm B. I avoid it like the plague. I hate going to the stores.
But do you shop online or do you shop like in physical stores?
I'll go into a physical store,
too.
but I'll do it. I'm not a big online guy because I like to actually touch and feel what I'm.
I want to walk up and down the aisles and look for things.
I'll go like on a Tuesday during the week at like 10 o'clock in the morning.
Bill, online or in the stores?
Mostly online now.
Oh, online. Okay.
It's just simplicity.
All right. Not me. I'm not an Amazon guy at all.
Got a text from DJ Beauregard.
Oh, you did? Okay.
This is what it took.
Well, I don't know. You got a text from DJ Beauregard. Did I get a text from DJ Beauregard? Yeah, you got one, but I didn't.
All right.
So.
Here we go. Now, including Christmas, we're going to go through the whole holiday season. What is your favorite holiday dessert? Bill, I'll start with you.
100% pumpkin pie with a bunch of whipped cream.
That is so gross. You can't be my producer anymore. You've got to go.
It looks like vomit. There's something about pumpkin pie. We have it every Thanksgiving, and no one ever eats it. It's like one slice. So you're the one slice.
That's because I'm not there. Right. If I was there, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
What about you?
Well, there's two. Cheesecake for sure, if it's got strawberries. But my go-to for Christmas is a blueberry pie from Man Orchards. You cannot find, and they're not an advertiser, so I'm not just blowing smoke, you cannot find a better blueberry pie anywhere in New England than at Man Orchards in Methuen.
Yeah, they do a good job. So
their apple crisp is good, but the blueberry pie, they go way above and beyond.
Do you remember 2 years ago when I hosted the Dave DiNatale show and you were my guest as well?
Yeah, well, that was the day I got out of the hospital, right?
Okay, yes. And we announced that you were cancer-free. Do you remember what was on the desk? My mother's cookies.
Yes,
that's my thing. She makes that assortment of Italian.
Is that the Italian cookies with the frosting on the top? What do they call those?
It's a huge different variety, and she wraps them in cellophane.
That would be my 1A.
Yeah,
Italian cookies, especially pizzelli.
But yeah, my mother makes a cookie called pasta manoli. She grinds the almonds into flour. Mm-hmm. It's craziness. So that's awesome. Okay. At what point do you start decorating for the holiday?
The first day of Hanukkah, which I think is the 14th this year.
So you put up the menorah?
Yeah, we put the menorah up.
It depends year to year. Sometimes we go early and we get a tree, and sometimes we just kind of leave it, and it doesn't matter because the cats will probably destroy it anyway.
Yeah, for us, it's the kids like to get the tree up the weekend of Thanksgiving. And then everybody kind of hangs out and eats leftovers because turkeys at my house on Thanksgiving.
When I was a kid, my mom used to do the Christmas tree, I think Black Friday, like the day after Thanksgiving. We would all sit around and we would put, from remembering it right, and it's been a long time. But I think Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, we would put the Christmas tree up when I was a kid. Then I converted to Judaism. I mean, it's been a little rough on that issue since then.
Family history: Thanksgiving night, like 6 p.m. Thanksgiving night.
Right.
My dad would throw on the Christmas music and just get all the decorations.
Oh, really? That's getting it out of the way.
And the tree doesn't come down until after New Year's.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, Bill. We're going to go back to your childhood. What was the best gift you ever received on Christmas as a child?
Oh, boy.
Chief McNamara had, like, this was a question I had for the...
The question isn't finding one. It's a question of trying to narrow it down from, like, 10.
Really?
You got to pick one, buddy.
Let's see here.
I'll give you time to think because mine came right away.
Yeah, I'm going to need time to think about this.
Walkman. So I was I think I was a freshman in high school or in 8th grade. I really wanted a Walkman. Now, there was no such thing back then as iPods or social media or anything. I used to have to listen to the radio. You have to listen to like WAAF or WBCN to hear that one song that you really liked that was out at the time, whether it was the Van Halen or the Scorpions or whatever it was you were listening to. And the idea of having a Walkman where I could go buy a tape in a store and listen to my favorite music over and over and over again, that was when I got that. I remember getting up that morning and opening that present, and I looked at my aunt and uncle who were raising me, and I thought, oh my God, these are the most wonderful people I've ever met in my life. This is just incredible. And to this day, I think that's probably, as far as my childhood, I think that was probably my best.
For me, it was anything Fisher-Price.
Oh, yeah.
You get those little Fisher-Price toys with you open up the barn and it moved. I thought that.
Although the electronic battleship would probably be a close second.
I've actually still got that.
So
Do
Bill,
you really?
So
Yeah,
Bill,
I
did
do
you
too.
narrow it down?
I narrowed it down. I've got a 1 and a 1A.
All right, give me both.
The 1A is I badly wanted the Kodak handle instant camera.
Nice.
And that's the one when you take it and you get the crank and you have the instant film. The only problem being that I got it as a present but wasn't allowed to use it because the film was too damn expensive and only my folks got to use it. So the other one would be my lighted Viewmaster with my Peanuts.
Yes, those were good
Viewmaster
too.
reels.
So I used this question on a podcast that I did right before Christmas with the Methuen police chief and the Methuen fire chief, and Chief McNamara had a great answer that I didn't think of. He said Atari.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I didn't get an Atari for Christmas.
And I remembered that was quite the thing. Speaking of Chief McNamara, he also had the best answer ever for worst Christmas gift. You know what someone gave him?
A tie.
The inside of a shower curtain.
A liner?
The liner of the shower curtain. I almost
I would
died.
welcome that.
So I thought that was like the word that could you can't top that someone gave you a shower curtain.
Right.
Chief McNamara was pretty. We got him to loosen up a little. You know,
I really like Mac.
Oh my God, he's such a good guy.
I really like Mac, and I'm honored every year that he comes to our bash and he helps us find a Methuen cop to honor at our charity bash every year.
Yeah, he's so professional. I interviewed him for an hour, and he was so professional. I was trying to make him laugh, and then toward the end, he gave me some really.
Well,
good
have you ever
answers.
seen him excited?
He's a good guy.
You want me to do my Chief McNamara? I'm really excited impression.
What?
Wow.
Stop it. All right, next question.
After that, you're supposed to say we're on to Cincinnati.
We are on to
God.
Cincinnati.
All right, who's the hardest person in your life to buy a Christmas gift for? Tom, I'm starting with you. Probably Nancy, right?
Well, you can't buy a Christmas present for Nancy because she won't accept it. That's the problem. You can't do anything with Nancy ever.
Nancy, what's wrong with you?
Everything's always pushed back. She because she's such a genuine person, she doesn't want you to do anything for her. She wants to do for you, right? I think the hardest person to buy for is probably Uncle Frankie. I call him my dad. He raised me. There were certain things that he likes, so I ended up getting him things like free car washes from Hafner's.
Oh, nice.
And they used to have a thing called Rain Dance that you could put on your car so that the water would beat up. I don't think Rain Dance is around anymore, so I get him something else, something similar. He's difficult. My sister's easy. Her kids are easy. Her husband he's a gun owner like I am, so he's easy. Just get him some kind of gun accessory, and he's fine. Most of my family is very easy to get. I think Uncle Frankie, because I think he's 85 now, so he's not doing things that he used to do. So I'm sure he's not out there waxing his car anymore.
Yeah.
So I try to put a little bit more thought into him sometimes.
All right, I'm going to go quickly on
I
this
got
one.
a Sevmar gift certificate for Father's Day this year, and they love Sevmar.
All right, my answer's easy. I'm going to go quickly. It's my wife because she returns everything, and it's not that she doesn't like it. She's like, "What did you pay for this?" And
I can't figure out how
she'll
you're
wanna
still
get
with
it.
her.
She'll want to get it. Yeah, someone called her freaking. I didn't.
I think I've just been cloned.
Yes. So,
that would be mine. Would
that's
be my wife
yours?
too.
Okay, yeah.
And it's because she's like, well, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but I want to kind of, obviously,
right.
I want to kind of make her feel special. So,
yeah.
like last year, I got her because she's big into cooking. So I got her a pasta attachment for her KitchenAid, and I also got her a clay tagine. And she's like, oh, you didn't have to spend all this money. She didn't return it, but she's like, you didn't have to spend all this money. It's like, I'm not going to phone it in. You're my wife. What the heck? Hello.
She returns everything. All right, so this one's going to take a little effort.
All right.
5 answers to this one.
Oh, boy.
Rate starting with number 1 all the way to 5. You have to rank your 5 favorite holidays.
Oh,
we know Bill's Thanksgiving.
St. Patrick's Day number 1 for sure. Okay. Thanksgiving number 2. 3 maybe 4th of July. Then Christmas, and then probably Easter.
Good one.
St. Patrick's #1 though. You can't beat St. Patrick's Day.
Bill, I'm going with you. I don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day. He was really Italian.
Well, it's funny because everyone's like, "Oh, how come you don't celebrate St. Patrick's Day? You're Irish." I'm like, "No, I'm not." Look at your hair. Yeah, that's the Norwegian coming out.
So what's yours?
So if anything, it'll be St. Olaf's Day, not St. Patrick's Day.
So I'm assuming, Bill, you're going to go with Thanksgiving #1.
Thanksgiving's #1 probably, just because, and once again,
the family.
It's the best shot to get the family together.
Yeah.
Christmas too stressful with gifts and everything. Let's see. Other than that, 4th of July is a pretty strong one. Labor Day I like a lot, just because of the fact that, like, in this business, even though like there are certain holidays we're still like working from, but no matter what, Labor Day is usually the one I always get off. That'll get 2 to go. Let's see. Well, actually, it's like Father's Day, Mother's Day. I mean, I just lost my mom a couple of months ago, so
sorry to hear that.
Let's see here. What would 4 be?
You don't have St. Patrick's Day in your top 5?
No, I don't.
I'm not even sure we can be friends anymore.
Well, actually, Valentine's Day.
Yeah, definitely in my that's in my top 5 of that I hate.
Well, in my case, it's just I don't really pay attention to St. Patrick's Day, but not St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, but my birthday is 2 days after that. So
okay, all right.
You just gives me an excuse to start celebrating early. And 5th, how about this, Tom? National Radio DJ Day.
All right, very good.
There you go. All right, for me, #1 is Christmas. #2 is Thanksgiving. #3 is 4th of July, with the barbecues and the family and the cookouts and all that stuff. #4 would be Easter. I like, when the Easter Bunny used to come for the kids. And #5, I would probably say, it's not St. Patrick's Day.
No,
I really got to think about #5.
Easter's hard for me because I converted, and
I'm going to say New Year's Eve.
Because I hate New Year's.
Yeah, so I'm not a big New Year's guy, but I like New Year's Eve because the older you get, you settle in and you hang out at home. It's not like going clubbing. So that's probably would be my #5.
I hate New Year's. I hate New Year's Eve. I hate everything about it. I don't drink, right? And I hate drunks. And one of the reasons I stopped drinking, not because I'm an alcoholic. I'm not. A lot of people think I don't drink because I'm an alcoholic and I'm on the wagon, right? But it's more because I hate drunks. And when you drink, usually you're at a bar, and who's at bars? Drunks. I hate the I love you man drunk, and I hate the angry drunk. And I'm a comedian drunk. So I don't want to be around angry people, and I don't want to be around people who are slobbering all over me. I just want to tell jokes and have fun. So I stopped drinking a really long time ago, except the night of the bash. I hate having drunks on the road, and hate that there's cops everywhere. Usually, New Year's Eve, I stay home and I watch Twilight Zone marathon. And then New Year's Day, when everybody's...
That's...
Go ahead.
Because we're going on the New Year's Eve theme.
Sorry,
well, no, you're talking about like New Year's Eve, not dealing with somewhere out there, St. Patrick's Day is saying, hold my beer. And that's one of your favorites.
Bill, we're going on that theme, okay?
Okay.
I had to shut him off.
Yep.
What do you like to do on New Year's Eve?
Actually, for years, my wife and I would host all our friends for a New Year's Eve party. We're probably not going to do it this year because my wife's still on medical leave and is just coming back, so we're probably not going to be able to do any of that.
So it's a quiet friend gathering.
It's going to be a quiet fun, and I'm probably with Tom as far as the Twilight Zone marathon.
Yep.
Although I have my own, I just throw in the DVDs and just go with it.
So mine is my wife has this thing. She likes to put in the videos of when the kids were babies.
Okay, yeah.
And, we have maybe a couple people over and we just hang out. Dave DiNatale answered this question.
Such a good guy.
He likes the Three Stooges marathons.
Uh-huh.
He told me that a few years ago.
No, we were on the podcast. It was one of the questions.
Yeah.
So yours is now I'll let you go because you were getting
Twilight Zone marathon.
Twilight Zone.
I hate everything about New Year's. I don't understand counting backwards from 10 to 1 and everybody going hooray. I don't get any of that. But I do like to stay home. Usually I'm with another person at the office and we're watching the Twilight Zone marathon and enjoying lots of either Chinese food or whatever somebody has. People always send me food, which, by the way, thank you to everybody who sends me food all the time. Now that we got Brando's, we're going to keep getting more. But New Year's, like people who follow me on Facebook or follow the podcast or the paper, I'll get like 3 different deliveries of Chinese food and at least 3 or 4 pizza deliveries on New Year's Eve from people just sending me stuff, which I always love. So thank you.
Final 2. We got to get going. I'm going to start with you because you got a lot to say. How's your cheesecake, by the way?
It's awesome.
Who's your favorite guy?
Awesome.
See, I'm your guy, right?
It's awesome.
All right.
It's good. Wait, by the way, would you get it?
Piro's.
Oh, Piro's, they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
They got really good
I didn't have time to
pastries.
go to Tripoli. All right, so do you ever make New Year's resolutions?
Yes. But I always make a resolution that is attainable. And I think being as old as I am now, I think too many people make New Year's resolutions that are not attainable. So saying I'm going to lose weight this year, saying I'm gonna make more money this year, or none of that stuff is attainable. Stop doing it. I'm going to quit drinking this year. I'm going to quit smoking this year. None of that's attainable. Stop doing it. Common sense New Year's resolutions. I've got a cousin I haven't talked to in 20 years, and I'm going to reach out to him because it's bothering me that we don't speak to each
keeps
other.
blending into my next question.
Well, I don't know how that is. I haven't seen any of your questions. But I'm saying, like, my New Year's resolutions are always things that are attainable, and it's something that you can do, and it's something. And I usually do it within the first 2 days of the new year. I will reach out to that person, like DJ reached out to me right after New Year's last year. I have to think that that was his resolution. And I'm still willing to work with the guy, but he's not making it easy.
All right, I'm going to go real quick, Bill, because my answer is easy. I used to, but I don't anymore. Go ahead.
I did it once.
Once?
3 years ago. Yeah, for years I was like, I've seen too many people give up. But this is actually kind of a joking one because what wound up happening was a few years ago we actually signed on a high definition channel here.
Okay.
Not just a standard definition, but we signed on. So I had a big announcement going up. Our New Year's resolution is 1920 by 1080 or something like that.
Okay.
So,
all right.
so that's, I did it, but it was more of a joking thing.
Nice.
The New Year's resolution thing is just, it's so easy to just ignore.
All right, final question.
Final question.
Give me your prediction, one prediction for 2026. Could be about anything.
Get to me last.
Okay. Bill.
Let's see.
Prediction about yourself, maybe.
I'll turn 60.
Okay. Well, that's an easy one.
Right.
My prediction is heavy consideration of me reevaluating my commitment to the city of Methuen.
Really?
Yes. I own properties in other cities. Way more easier to do business with. I'm at that.
You're really at that.
You're
at the saturation point.
I am at that point where that text message. This is what it takes to get someone's attention in the city.
I know that every single person in my universe hates that I say it. When I say it, I'm going to say it again. I think DJ is redeemable. I think that there's a chance that he's going to wake up at some point and realize that the people he's listening to, like his chief of staff, is not doing him any favors. And the person that you mentioned earlier, not doing him any favors. And it's one thing to look up to somebody. It's another thing to realize that their advice is not good.
Don't care.
My prediction, if you'd hit me that at the beginning of the show, I'd probably have a few for you. Here's one thing that I will predict. Giovanni Rodriguez will not be the city council president in January. And I think it's probably going to be, I think it's going to come down to Stephanie Infante or Greg Del Rosario. And I think at the end of the day, Stephanie's probably going to have the votes. Although, you never know with politics, right? Everybody's always going to.
We're over 2 hours.
Okay, all right.
Want to roll up now?
Yeah, sure. All right.
Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill, for doing that with us. I really wanted intern girl to do
Thank you for having me aboard.
By the way, we want to thank Billy Griffin, who I've been calling Griffith for the 2 years that I've known him. Billy Griffin from Brando's for being our new corporate sponsor, coming on board, and he's signing a multi-year deal with us. Thanks to Kelsey Shabilia and Dan and Jade Jalbert and Heather Plunkett and the whole school Nazi group in Methuen for attacking me and going after my advertisers and going after my friends and attacking my friends because they don't have the courage. Imagine this.
They didn't attack me.
They attacked Kristen Maxwell for not standing up to me, but they won't stand up to me. Kelsey won't come on the show and stand up to me, but she's going to attack Kristen Maxwell for not standing up to me. Figure that one out. So
no one attacked me. It's all good.
Let's roll up Mel. You get the I don't know what she's got it as. It should be The Worthen. You have that song, The Worthen, is the last song for the show, the outro. Otherwise, we can figure out something else.
There you go.
Let's thank our sponsors. Brando's in Haverhill, thanks to Billy. Century 21 McLennan Real Estate. The Zanny Pesh Law Office. On the Go Notary. Marston & Son Construction. EIS. Investigation and Gun Training, Tomo and Shaken Seafood, Clear Path for Veterans New England, AFC Urgent Care, Pleasant Valley Landscaping Contractors, Prime Insurance that Doug Mercurio loves. Doug's going to be our MC at the Bash this year. We have some Bash updates. Eventbrite is up if you want tickets to the Bash. Got it up a little early this year. A free shout-out to JG's Ice Cream and Lambert and Randone, as well as Stadium Chiropractic. Thank you, Dave Consoli, for coming in. Thanks, Bill, for filling in for Intern Girl at the end of the show. And thank you to Billy Griffin from Brando's for stepping up to the plate and saying, I don't like people getting bullied. I want to give you my money now and support you. I love that guy, and he helps TMF, too. And Melvin Taylor says you got to go home. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Go home already.